And we are live. Awesome.
Sweet. Everything working? I feel like, yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't change anything since the last stream, right? And
No.
that one worked.
No, thankfully. I learned from my mistakes.
It wasn't a mistake. It took like 2 seconds.
I know.
And they said it worked. You thought you made a mistake and you
And
did.
we are live. That's true. Awesome. Oh, wait, hold on. I can hear myself.
Sweet.
Continue.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
something
fine.
Something happened.
It's fine. It's fine. Just put us in the dungeon. Put us in the fungeon.
Put us in.
Yeah. Welcome to Fungeon, apparently, of the Cold Lady. Something I don't know what the stream title is. Thanks, Gabe.
Yay. Pros of the Cold Lady.
Pros of the Cold Lady. Yes, because right. Yes, I mean nothing. So welcome everybody. I've had about 30 minutes to make this dungeon, so don't judge me.
Nailed it.
Brought my lovely friends from Monday's show. We're all back together again, playing a different system this time. Playing some Pathfinder. God, am I allowed to say it's my favorite system now that we're not on D&D's channel?
No,
Nobody clip that.
No,
Okay.
You're allowed to say your truth.
Express yourself.
The great thing
Alright,
about this
good.
is it means we get to hang out this week.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's true.
because you guys didn't see us on Monday, so it's good to
We
get
didn't
a
see each
chance to
other.
spend.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I missed you all.
We all
I
heard.
missed you all so
God,
much.
chat. Sorry. I'm sorry.
But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to stop by. But if he does, in case he sees this in the VOD or at some point, hi Jason, I miss you. I love you.
All right. So we should say what we're about.
Yeah.
This is Roll20 Con. Welcome. 3 days of gaming and shows and everything for charity. We are raising money for Code 2040, who are fantastic, and they are leading in initiatives to diversify tech, because most of the time it's all, white people. And we want to change that because, having that has stagnated. Oh my God, I'm about to get into this. But anyway, fantastic charity, and Roll20 is matching donations. So this is the best time to donate if you're going to, because they're matching donations up to, I think, $50,000, which is
it's a
lot.
lot.
So make them
Nice.
pay that because they've got
Yeah.
it. I mean, think of how many people have been playing online since everything's going on. They got $50,000 easy. So you've got $50,000 as well. What else I've got to say about? There's a t-shirt, and there's a free adventure for Burn Bright, which is a system designed from the ground up to work with Roll20 Virtual Tabletop. And what else? I don't know. I feel like that's everything I was supposed to say. Nailed it. Awesome. So, would everybody like to take a second to introduce the characters that have been assigned to? No, everybody got to choose, but we did some pre-mades because we don't have time to do character creation on a stream. It's only like 3 hours long. So, yeah, let me head down the list. Gabe, who are you playing today?
I am playing a catfolk warlock. That's not true. A catfolk witch named Meowsa, who has a familiar that is a raccoon with a knife.
Yep, that's absolutely true. Great.
I'm
Strong
so
start.
happy.
Strong start. Joining Meowsa, Aki, who are you playing?
I am playing Kissel the Besotted, who is a gnomish bard.
And will we find out whomst or whatst the besotting is in relation to?
Or wife.
Perhaps. Me again, once we have started.
Fantastic. Okay, and then we have Aabria's character.
Hi, I'm Aabria, and I'm playing Swashboogie, the goblin swashbuckler, who used to be a bartender, but he's teething now, so he has to go out and chew stuff with his little razor teeth.
Yeah, I gave the razor jaws, didn't I?
Yeah, it's time for adventure. I gotta chew on
Fantastic.
bad boys.
I wonder if that works with like the panache feature. I wonder if that bite attack will like trigger the thing. I bet it does.
What have we done?
All right, so just throw the rapier away. Just don't use it anymore.
What rapier? Oh, I use that for flossing. That's fine.
Yeah, toothpick, exactly. All right, and finally, we were worried for whether the direction in the chat was something edgy, I believe. So what are you playing of?
I am the ever wonderful Liliana von Caswell. Vampire! Not a vampire. Elf
Bless you.
rogue. That's what I've got. It's a terrible accent. That's all I can do.
Talk to creatures of the night, and so on, and be sneaky.
That's what I do.
Yeah, it's not going to come up because I think the only character I gave a heal to didn't get picked. But vampires in this system count as undead. So you can't heal them, it hurts them. And I think that is so fun.
Great. Thanks, Dave.
Oh, did I give you the heal? Okay.
What did you? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember. I did this yesterday.
I picked
That's a long
rogue.
time ago.
I picked rogue because the only thing that rogues can do is stab stuff, and I'm capable of that.
We're in danger.
Yes.
You sure are. You sure
We're
are.
a party with no healer.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
it's a
was
one shot.
great.
There's no time to take breaks. So yes, today this motley crew have been called in for a strange incident, somewhere between sanitation and ghost busting in a lovely I don't know if you want to pull over to the map now, Gabe, if you can.
I absolutely can.
Yep. Been asked to
Are we going to the
whose
tavern?
bathhouse is it?
Oh, the bath.
No, we're going to the bathhouse. So yeah. You've been asked to a bathhouse to sort out a problem they have. They were unwilling to divulge any more information than that. The whole thing seems kind of sketchy. Like, if this was Shadowrun, it would be like okay, they're probably going to try and kill us at the end of this, because they didn't tell us any of the details. But yeah, it's been a lovely time on your journey over, and you're all in good spirits and good health on your way into the bathhouse. It's getting late, because you can't send in the adventurers in the daytime because everybody's got to do their bathing and cleaning and whatever people do in bathhouses. I don't know. So yeah,
Bathe?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of fantasy literature which depicts them as like kind of suspicious places at times. So
Or
I don't know.
hookup spots.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anywhere suspicious if everybody's naked, it's fine.
it's true. All right, so the party finds themselves outside. I'm going to delete the door. Hopefully, you should all see that an area of the wall has
Indeed.
opened up for you
Indeed.
to
This place
begin
looks.
exploring inside.
I
This
would like
place
to.
looks clawful.
Love to see it.
I regret all my choices.
I would like to stealth inside, Dave.
You want to stealth inside? Please make me a stealth roll.
Where are you going?
Inside.
Well, it feels like you're running away from us.
Well,
What are you doing?
They're very formidable.
I roll at 27.
Yeah, as you turn to each other to confer on Liliana's choice of plan, he entirely disappears. and vampire smoke.
I am not
Yeah,
entirely sure
like a
why
vampire.
you are always
All right.
worrying about her. She knows what she's about. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, so Liliana, inside you see a fairly unsuspicious-looking bathhouse. Did we leave those floating lights, Gabe? Did we leave those in?
I don't think so.
You delete them all afterwards.
I got.
All right, it's going to be dark inside for those.
No, they're still in. They're still in. I was
Still
wrong.
in.
For me, I see it all. I have the
Yeah.
dark vision.
So
The dark vision.
ahead of you,
Yes,
you
the
see,
dark, capital D. Vision.
above and around these pools of water, a strange kind of ethereal lights glowing, almost as if there's an energy coming from the water itself, which some people think is kind of lucky, but the owners didn't put there, so I'm fairly, worried about. What's the rest of you? What are the rest of you doing? Hanging outside?
Oh no, Kissel will follow along eventually. They'll just kind of totter up to the door and sort of stick their head around the side. Is everything all right in there, Liliana?
There's no reply because she's being sneaky.
Everything appears to be all right in there. If it were not all right, she'd probably call out and tell us so.
There's no dead vampires on the floor or anything, so you're good.
Like, pretty much
100%. She would not let us know if she was anything other than fine, but for sure. And then Swashbucky's gonna wait a second, and then eventually turns to Meowsa and's like, "Fur, I get it," and just starts cackling and walks inside.
Perhaps this was a mistake.
Perhaps.
I have a page up.
cat puns.
This
Thanks,
is going to be the
Google.
whole stream,
So
y'all.
sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Not even sorry.
So everybody makes their way inside, and for a time, everything does seem normal. There are a bunch of side rooms, however, that the groups haven't gone ahead and explored yet. Only in this main room with its strange glowy water.
I start singing, "Give it up, give it up. We're all going to maybe die. Give it up, give it up. I hope that none of us cry."
I thought I was the songster here.
I've been practicing.
I know a song, but the last time Liliana threw a knife at me.
Oh, well, she might have been justified. It was quite lewd.
It's not my fault that the only thing that rhymes with swashbuck is... Oh, there she is.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you see anything?
I'm a strange cat. I'm gonna go lap up the water.
Oh no!
it
Really?
takes-
You didn't drink the bathwater?
I'm a cat.
Okay.
So, yeah, Meowsa heads on up to the water, and has a little. Maybe the paw goes in first. There's a slightly sticky feeling to the water, maybe like a film over it. But as the tongue goes in,
No, the tongue should not go in!
It does, because you said it did, and we're gonna go ahead. And I would love if everybody could roll initiative for me.
Holy crap.
Oh,
Bad
no.
boy, the
Stop.
bathwater.
This is 3 hours.
You made a
Just
bad boy
got
out of the
here.
bathwater.
Yeah, let me
Like a
go
baby.
ahead and
Let me
Oh,
guess the
to people who
bathwater
don't
is
know how you roll initiative, it's
Hi,
under your
I'm the
perception.
people.
It's under your perception. You'll see a button that says initiative.
yeah, we got some friends in here.
Perception?
We got some.
Yeah, if you
Out
go
of the
to
water.
the character tab
I
and
see
all the way
it.
to the far right, right underneath hit points.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That should be a 20. Because I didn't
Right.
click my token the first time.
Oh, I didn't click my token.
There we go. Yeah,
Yes, you did. You're on there.
Oh, good. Hi, I'm
Oh,
very
no.
new at this and apparently have never gone before.
I made a mistake. Everybody.
What'd you do?
I didn't drag the thing over properly, so I don't have the initiative buttons for them.
Oh.
Let's just roll some.
Roll some shit, Dave.
Oh, crap.
Oh, that was
Alright, 2 and
that's an
7.
excellent initiative, Gabe.
Thank you, Dice.
Killing it.
Also, what kind of bathhouse is this with fucking
Why is there a kraken in here?
giant?
Actually,
How
the
did
one
nobody notice?
One time I was at I was at a bathhouse. It was super far north, and there were a bunch, you put your feet in, and there were little fish. Little fish came up and they just ate your feet off all the way.
Interesting.
And so you think this is the same thing?
You don't know.
From the water, these large, purpley looking tentacles swirl their way up and begin swaying at you ominously.
Oh,
This
gosh.
probably isn't, as you confer, what's supposed to happen.
I'm
So
imagining that this is definitely not the way things are supposed to go.
How does the water taste?
Why?
how do it taste?
If you don't say umami, I'm gonna be disappointed.
There you go. Much better answer than I was going to come up with. Yeah, Swash Boogie. You're the fastest.
You're
You
first.
got panache. You got flair. You're always the first into a fight. What's the deal?
Yeah. I'm gonna. I want to go up behind Meowsa and kind of just like there's a nothing thing, just splash a little water on their face just to get them back up, and then I'm gonna pull out my rapier and I want to take a swing at the big boy, this nice big boy in the front. I don't know how I'm
Okay.
supposed to get over there. Do I just do a jump? This is water. How, can I hit a tentacle? I don't know how,
Yeah.
it's just vibing out towards us.
Yeah, I mean, I could make it bigger, but I feel
Oh,
like
you don't have to. It's fine.
the tentacles are doing that video gamey thing where they come up to the edge and then try and attack you, and then they'll probably go away at some point, and they'll always be in 5 feet. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Cool. Yeah, so I want to try to smack one of the tentacles that's closest to Meowsa.
Make me an attack roll, please.
All right. Just gonna hit a thing and see if it does anything.
A 12, I'm afraid, is not going to be enough as it waves and wiggles away from the rapier.
Okay.
Hey, Aabria, did you know you can attack 3 times?
I didn't. Thank you.
You can attack 3 times, but next time you attack, you need to hit the number 2 because there is a penalty for making more than 1 attack.
Oh.
This is neat.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do it again.
Oh, that was not supposed to come out of my speakers. Oh, it's probably fun.
I don't think I hit again.
Sorry, I'm just changing it so that it sounds like.
But yeah, so for people who might not be aware, you have 3 actions during combat. You can use these actions however you like. But if you decide to attack all 3 times, every single time you attack, every subsequent attack has a penalty that's done to it. If you end up at a point where you can do 4 attacks in a round, those last 2 hits have the same penalty to them.
That's cool.
Okay, thank you. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what the system tends to do is furnish your characters and your classes with alternate ways to spend actions, because you don't really want to attack 3 times because a -10.
Yeah, because movement is also one of those 3 actions.
That's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
So with 2 rapier strikes in, what's the next play? Is there anything else that you would like to be trying to do?
I assume that movement to get over was like the first thing I did, and then
Sure
2
it
attempts
was.
with the rapier and just didn't hit it. And I was like, a slippery one. This is gonna be fun. And his gums get kind of itchy, and he's like, there's a look in his eye as if to say, rapiers are for suckers, and I'm gonna do a bite.
You scare me.
You've as you correctly identified, the first thing that you did was move up, and then there were 2 attacks, and that's your 3 actions gone.
Perfect.
Next turn, it's biting time. Next turn. All right, Liliana.
Now it's me. I'm gonna move over here. This
Okay.
way. so that I am in a sort of a flanking position.
A flank move, yes.
Yes. So that I can then attack with my rapier. Because I also have a rapier, because the rapier is the only suitable weapon for a fancy Dampier rogue.
That's right.
So here we go. Hiya!
Absolutely. And the creature being flanked is considered flat-footed, despite not having any feet.
Wonderful.
So its AC would go down by 2.
Wonderful.
But since you hit, and you're a rouge, you get that sweet sneak damage.
Get that sweet sneak attack damage. So I hit for 6 damage and an additional 5 sneak attack damage for 11 total damage to our giant squid friend.
Perfect. You got a plan for that last move?
No, not really.
Okay.
There are things that I could do, but that I do not know what they necessarily are right now. So I'm just gonna laugh. I will take my last action to laugh maniacally as I victoriously slash this tentacle.
Absolutely, that's a great use
A full third action laugh.
You joke, but someone in this party has an action for that, and we might get a chance to see it. All right, we're heading round to Kissel.
Right, Kissel withdraws from their coat a pair of finger symbols and begins to clap them together. And as they do, they recite a short couplet, which I am not going to attempt to make up at this very moment. But as they do, they will inspire courage and give everybody a +1 to their attack actions.
Oh, yes. And the damage. So if you hit, you'll hit harder too. And also if they try and fear you, which you probably won't, but they might. All right, first action.
Yes, and then with my second action, in order to continue to start these lovely little bonuses, I will then cast Fairy Fire with another rhyming couplets. You have come from deep beneath the sea, and now with these words, I will make sure you stay seen. Ha ha ha!
Perfect. You love to see it. And that's this Joe. It's a good thing. All right, let's put a little marker on it. Oh no, we didn't set up the cool tokens again. Oh well, that's fine. What is it? Fairy Fire. Let's go. Glowy. Yes, perfect. Awesome. So that's your 3 actions because Fairy Fire was 2 to cast. Right?
That is correct.
Perfect.
Awesome. And then we have Meowser. What's the plan?
I'm going to cackle. I'm going to cackle at this creature, which let's see.
Stealing my laughter thunder, I see.
With a burst of laughter, you prolong a magical effect you created. I didn't do anything yet. I just wanted to cackle because it's a free action. But I'm going to use Clinging Ice, actually. Basically just spoken word that this tentacle needs to give it up, crumble back down into the sea, give it up. I am not who they seek.
Slanted rhyme, of course.
Yes. Yeah. So an attack for 20.
Oh my gosh, a 20 absolutely hits.
For 4 cold damage.
The spell doesn't quite know whether it wants it to be a saving throw spell or an attack roll spell.
Both. Why not?
I think it's both.
So freezing, sleet, and heavy snowfall collects on the target's legs, dealing 1d4 cold damage and other effects depending on its reflex save.
Yeah.
So the other effects are depending on if it succeeds or not.
I think I screwed that up.
That's fine.
So it's probably got like at this level, it's probably like a +6. Okay, that is a critical success. The target is unaffected by the slowing abilities, I'm afraid. As it
I spit.
Keeps itself warm.
It tastes disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm angry about it.
It sure did. 2 more actions.
Ray of Frost.
Okay, love to see it. This one is an attack roll.
That's a 10.
Sure. Yeah, 10's not gonna cut it, I'm afraid.
I'm probably just like, I think I try to shoot it out of my tail. But like, you know when like cats get really cold, they get like really stiff. So like I try to aim it with my tail, but it is just not curving the entire way.
You know, I've heard the trick is to laugh after you do something. Like, helpful.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you still haven't.
Oh.
Fine.
That laugh felt like Aabria. I didn't like that. Oh.
Wow.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I felt
Wasn't ready for the shade coming my way.
I just like I legit is like, is this
A little bit early for that.
Is this how Aabria feels all the time?
All
I
the
can't handle
time.
this power. Yeah, I think that's me then.
Oh yeah, that's a 2 action.
Yep.
All right, sweet deal. These guys have only got 1 action, and they're going to try and do it. So, the most damaging ability so far has been from Liana. So,
That is correct.
hold on, I made a mistake, so I just got to get the stat book cleaning up so I can click the button instead of typing it out manually. All right, it's going to attack with the tentacles. Oh, I tell you why it didn't go across, because it's not in the compendium correctly. Don't worry, it'll be fixed. Probably when I submit a thing. Okay. Is a 16 enough to hit you, Liliana?
Nope.
That sucks. So what it's going to do, I lied actually, it has 2 abilities. Once per day, the vampire squid can eject a cloud
Vampire squid?
eject a cloud of bioluminescent mucus in a 15-foot cone. So that's the 3 of you, I reckon, it's going to be able to get. Non-squid creatures, I like how it can't affect other squids. Must make a DC 16 fortitude save. So that's the 3 folks who are not elf.
We're making a reflex save?
Yeah, what do we do?
That's fortitude save.
Fortitude,
so up at the
okay.
top of the sheet.
Yeah,
there's 3
so-
bubbles.
I didn't do good. I did a bad job.
Mine was okay though.
It was okay. Well, top of
Saving
the
throws
sheet.
on the left. Under armor class. In the middle.
You got it? 17 is going to be enough. All right. So those of you who succeeded, don't worry about it. Swash Boogie, unfortunately, you become sickened 1.
Okay.
So if you want to type
we
sickened, well, actually, I'll just tell you. But conditions you can just type in, because Pathfinder 2nd is compendium compatible.
Oh.
So most of the stuff from the books, I think in fact all of the stuff from the books at the moment, is in there if you've purchased those. So sickened is a status penalty on all checks and DCs. So it like lowers everything by 1, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fair.
To get rid of sickened, you can spend an action retching on your turn. You can try and throw
Thank
it
you
up
for
at
this
his
gift. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, no.
All right. So while everyone was focused on the vampire squid in the middle, the smaller squid from behind, in fact, flanking the party. Oh my god. Swashbuckler.
The conga line begins.
Swashbuckler looks like you're in the line of fire.
Mm-hmm.
For this, so we're gonna go for the old Tentacle Strike move. Okay, does a 17 hit you?
It does not.
Okay, so even flat-footed, Swash Boogie is too fast for this thing.
It's because he's bent over. He like ducks down just as the hit comes like.
Awesome. And yeah, since they've got the mucus move, and I've used that one already.
I don't like that.
They're just going to start hitting. It's going to do its best. All right. How is a 21?
21 does hit me.
Okay, fantastic. Wait, what?
I don't know what the difference between AC and shield is, for what it's worth.
Oh, so the way shields work is a little bit different in this. It doesn't passively give you armor. You have to take the raise a shield action. So it uses up one of that 3-action economy.
Gotcha.
Boosts it.
Notice.
That's neat.
Yeah, certain classes also have a thing called shield block, which is where they can reduce the damage of an attack by the hardness of their shield and spread it between themselves and the shield. So the shield might break, but it might save your life.
Cool. Okay.
So I've made the rookie error of these are a vampire squid. However, they're not supposed to be this big. So their melee attack is actually supposed to be a beak attack, not a tentacle attack. So I don't have anything to go on.
You know what? Just roll with it. We're good.
Yeah, you're good.
We're having a good time.
I bet it does have tentacles. I just don't think it's quite filled in correctly. There might be a little error here.
You can just grab with a tentacle and then do a beak smooch.
That's right. It could do if it got it round the right way in the first place.
You're
but
good.
It didn't.
Or not.
Okay, we got a...
Gabe's
Hey,
like,
nobody here is
"Don't-
mad.
I
dude.
don't want to beak smooch a vampire squid.
Please,
If
no
I
big
die
smooch."
to evil calamari, I will
Okay.
just see you on Monday and remember this forever.
All right, Swash Boogie.
That's valid.
You're going to take, for me, 4 points of bludgeoning damage. 4 whole points of bludgeoning damage on a level 3 character. Oh, yeah, we forgot to say they're level 3.
Yeah, we are.
Ow.
Someone told me at some point when we were doing this, they might be level 8 characters. I don't have time for that. I can't make level 8 pre-mains. Level 3. Awesome. Is there a condition for like getting grappled? Grapple. No. Restrain. God, this is me showing that I'm restrained. There is. Fantastic. Tied up and can barely move. A creature has you pinned. You have the flat-footed and immobilized conditions. You can't use any actions with the attack or manipulate traits, except to attempt to escape or force open your bonds. Someone posted a thing.
Don't look at that. It was a mistake.
All right, so Boogie, it's grabbed you. It's not done a lot of initial damage. It's grabbed you and is holding you up in the air ever so slightly, enough that you're not able to find purchase.
Okay. He's kind of swinging in the air, and then he goes, well, if we're all gonna sing, what? Well, and then he's gonna barf. I want to try to clear my sickened condition really quick.
Okay.
For my first
please
action?
do. You
know
can make
how that works.
another fortitude save.
That's a
Okay.
thing?
Yeah, he said it was barf to clear the condition. I don't think I passed.
No, unfortunately, the DC is a little bit higher. You try
Yeah.
and buff it up,
Oh,
but
no,
don't
you
get
have
all
to
of
let
it.
me barf. I just didn't clear
No,
the
you
condition.
can do it. Yeah, it just doesn't quite come out. As someone
just
who's been
barfs
being
in
sick
this-
every day for the last 2 weeks. Sorry,
Oh no, I'm
that's
sorry.
oversharing. Super ill at the moment. It's fine.
So I do a tiny, just a little like dribble of spit comes out and lands on the tentacle, and he's like, all right, that's good enough. And then I'm gonna do my goblin song regardless and see what I get.
Goblin song.
Boogie wants to eat the fishes, stick it into all his dishes, serve it up with beers and nuts, calamari monster butts. And then, yeah, you have to
Take a hero point, please.
Thank you. Okay, so I sing an
Goblin
annoying
song.
goblin song, and I have to make a performance check against the will DC of the guy that's holding me, this bad boy.
Okay, that absolutely passes. In fact, I believe it is a critical success if there is something that makes any difference.
Nice. The target takes a -1 status penalty to perception checks and will saves for 1 minute as Swash Boogie just sings into his face.
Oh, yeah. If anybody wants to turn around and make some will-saving moves,
Cool.
definitely seems perturbed at least.
Can I use my third and final action to try and break out of this grapple?
Yes, you can. There's an escape bonds move, which I think is going to be I think it's an athletics check.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, anybody who super knows Pathfinder.
I live here now. We live here together.
Just Boogie just starts biting the tentacle.
Yep.
Yeah, and you will see the song got out, but it's slowly being muffled as the tentacle wraps ever further around Boogie's face. Oh, that's unlucky.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, we're back round to Liliana.
I will once again melee strike with my rapier while flanking this squid, and thus have sneak attack. Here we go. Hiya! 21 to hit.
Absolutely.
Pachow! 5 damage, 2 additional sneak attack damage.
Oh, these damage rolls. All right, 7 extra damage to it.
If I attack it again, do I get sneak attack again?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
All right.
I roll a 1, and I do not hit it this time, but that's fine.
Unfortunate. Yeah, there's no critical fails on strikes in this system.
I am then, Dave, going to deftly, nimbly dodge for this last action.
That's a reaction.
Oh, it is? Okay, I didn't know if it was a reaction or an action, so I'll just keep an action to do that if necessary. I don't know if I need one, but rolling another attack is pointless.
But that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to apologize on everybody's behalf about Pathfinder 2nd with using it, but you understand we're all fairly rushed in
we're just going for
preparation and learning and stuff.
This is
so
fine.
Please bear with us.
Liliana's just trying to make sushi out of this tentacle in front of her.
We're not apologizing anymore. This is fun and it's fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah,
All right.
we're all having a good time.
All right, I'm glad. Thank you, everybody. Look at this group. They're so aggressively positive. Love it. All right, we're moving on to Kissel now. It's bard time.
Yes, I am going to go ahead and sustain my spell as an action and continue to inspire courage. Everybody should remember to be adding a +1 to every attack, just in case.
It doesn't matter when you roll this low.
It's true. And then with my other action, I am going to cast Sleep on this vampiric calamari man.
Sorry, I just took a bite. That was really
delicious.
Which one are you trying to sleep in particular?
This one, if possible. Actually,
remember.
No, never mind. I will try to do this smaller one that just attacked my friend Swash Boogie.
All right. I think I accidentally forgot to increase your save DC. It should be 19 rather than 14, so it has less of a chance.
Yes, there is indeed. Well, the thing is, it says my DC is 19 here on the sheet, so I don't exactly know why.
I think I've just forgot to tick a thing. All right. So that's a critical failure. The creature falls unconscious. And if it's still unconscious after 1 hour, it wakes up automatically. Okay, so with Boogie snugly in its embrace, I'm going to move you guys up there. Suddenly, the tentacle attempts to retreat under the water. Back into whatever creature is doing the tentacling above water. So you're going to be in the water, Boogie, but you're going to be freed. And no longer restrained because it's kind of a sleep.
Noted. Thank you.
Actually, maybe it does like that teddy bear thing from cartoon. No, that's not.
Roll for it.
Free.
Roll for it.
All right, let's
Let's
do
see if Swashbucky maybe drowns.
it. All right.
It's a good way to go.
One is drowning. Two is undrowning.
It's
Ready?
a good way to go, drowning in the.
No,
I'm
I'm
drowning.
You're not drowning.
Sweet.
Swimming. With
Can I
your-
just be floating on the tentacle?
Yeah, I was just thinking, with Pathfinder goblins' heads really like round, so I bet they're like kind of buoyant. So they're just like, floating. The head is above the water, and the body is just like underneath. Oh, that's really funny to me for some reason. Awesome. That's basically taken this tentacle entirely out of the fight. It's unconscious for an hour. It's probably not getting up unless anybody wants to attack it. Which I don't know, I probably wouldn't suggest. Okay. So next up, because that was 2 actions for sleep, we have Meowsa.
Yes. So there's still the small kraken thingy, right?
The big one.
Oh, the big one is
one's
what's left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go off the thing we were talking about earlier. I'm gonna it's gonna be weird, but that's why it's funny. I feel like a large tuft of fur on my back pops up, and then a raccoon with a knife crawls onto my head, and it's swinging the knife around, and then it raises the knife into the air, and at the same time there's a burst of water that pops out of the air, and I am going to cast hydraulic push at the big one to basically what is it? Call forth a blast of pressurized water that bludgeons the target and knocks it back.
Yeah. So for those not in the know about how witches work in Pathfinder, technically your familiar is the conduit between you and your patron. So the raccoon knows all the spells.
Yes.
All right, could you paste that in there for me so I know what save to make?
Yes. It's actually just an attack. Looks like a 19, and it's on a critical success, then it would suffer those things.
Okay, yeah, 19 is a hit though.
Yes.
It takes 9 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, it's not pushback. Takes the bludgeoning damage. Is knocked back 5 feet. Ugh. It moves slightly in the pool. Now everybody can't reach it. It was a good shout. It did a bunch of damage though, and it's looking like it's maybe swaying a little bit slower.
That's always a good sign, right? Slow swaying.
I would like to stand on the edge of the pool, not in the pool, but basically just on this edge.
All right, so you step into getting a better position.
Yeah.
All right, so the squid now.
Oh crap!
I move into melee range. The squid.
I forgot the squid was next.
So the squid is going to attempt to make an attack against this foolish creature that's just done a big magic spell on its face.
Fair.
Oh, that was great, Gabe.
I legitimately forgot the squid was right after me.
All right. Does a 16 hit you?
Haha, my AC is a 17.
You're very lucky then. All right.
Panic?
And because we're going to do some plot stuff and move the adventure on, even though it missed on its final turn before it dies, it suddenly lashes out, grabs onto Meowsa, drags her out of sight.
That's worth it. Can I swim?
That's a great question.
I don't think so.
It disappears.
Can the raccoon swim?
It doesn't seem to resurface after its 6-second turn is over.
Oh.
Meowsa is somewhere under the water. Just grab all these
Let me go.
Did anybody see where Meowsa went?
I feel like the last thing that went above the water was my raccoon's knife.
Like the reverse Lady of the Lake.
I'm just imagining it's like a carving knife. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thornbury style. I love it.
The water doesn't bother her anyway. Thank you, Michael Lantern.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Dave, I have a question about
Why did it take me
Dampiers.
that long to realize that
That's
Miyasa
right.
was
Sorry. Yes, Elf. What's
Do
your question?
Dampiers have to breathe? Are they living technically?
They are both humanoid and undead.
So do they have to breathe?
Yes.
Oh.
You can still swim. You can't. You can cross running water.
Okay.
Stuff.
And I don't have to be invited inside, or I wouldn't have been able to get in here to start with. So.
I guess the quest giver invite. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're right.
Yeah, I guess technically the quest is an invite to enter the building, so to speak. I just have to wait until one of my friends goes in and says like, "Hey, you can come in now."
Get in this pool.
You're muted, Aabria. I don't know if that is like
Yep.
intentional.
Nope, not at all. Boogie, after getting dropped in, like is starting to sink and then wraps a bunch of tentacle around him to like buoy him up and is just slowly dog paddling to the edge of the water to get out. And then like unwraps the tentacle and like puts it back in the water.
Yeah, with no particular threats looking like they're there. You're out of initiative for the time being.
Okay, but our
Where's
cat-
Meowsa?
our-
We should follow Meowsa.
Where did Mouse go?
under the water?
Yeah.
Why?
We do know.
Tentacle.
Yeah, dragged her down.
So do we want to keep we can keep going?
Don't you think perhaps we should go
Just
after
let her die.
Meowsa?
That's great. Yep.
No, like okay, we could jump in. And he just like slowly starts getting into the bigger water. It's fine. Just like a little kid backing into a pool, like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Is
So
everyone fine with this?
as everybody's speaking,
Continues to dog
The-
paddle over into the center.
the water in the larger pool, from kind of the outside, you hear the slow kind of crackling as it looks like the pool itself is freezing from the outside. So if you're going to go in, you're going to have to go quickly. Otherwise, you're going to lose that chance. And your party member, who
shit.
you love very much and cherish.
All right, fine. Yes, we cherish her. We go in the water.
We're
Yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah.
He's
we're
dog
going.
paddling just ahead of the
We're
cold.
going. Oh,
Like
Yeah.
a very slow the day after tomorrow, just trying to outrun weather. Like
Meowsa, come back. Where are you going? Where have you gone?
All right. So the party swims into this rapidly disappearing bath, and they quickly find that it's deeper than they expect.
I mean, the
Swimming.
giant squid had to come from somewhere.
I mean,
Swimming, and they're swimming, and suddenly they fall. As if the water stops at some point, and they fall a little bit into a cave? Question mark? They all find themselves in a dark and cold area. Rocky walls, and there's a pile of bones that they land in, and it cushions their fall.
I can't see anything. I am here all alone. Where is the rest of my party?
You should be able to see.
I'm right next to you.
Can't
Oh.
see you, Liliana, though you
I
sound
reach
lovely
out.
as always.
I reach out and pet Kissel on the hat. You're okay.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I can see now. Oh, it was a
I copied it from the one
temporary.
before I did.
It's like a temporary blindness that happened.
You can't see far though, because it is dark and you only have low light vision.
Anybody have any idea where we are?
In a cave.
Well, that much I was able to surmise.
If I look back up, is it like water up there, Dave? Or
Yeah, there's like a small, shimmering, flat disc of water, like 25 feet above you.
played a game like this once.
This is why you don't bathe.
Oh, is that your excuse? You just don't want to fall into baths that lead to secret caverns with big squids in them?
Secret tunnel.
Let's be fair. I feel like for the first time ever, this is a pretty good excuse.
Yes, this
Secret
once.
tunnel.
I don't know about the last 5 years.
It was all for this moment, baby.
Well, we appreciate your dedication.
She dramatically swooshes her cape and walks forward with a huff.
Yeah, because
A little dueling cape. I do the same thing and follow.
They work
pointedly,
with
Meowser isn't
children.
here still. You fall down, but Meowser's not in the same room.
Well, the people who did fall down here did not find a way to escape. Kissel's like looking at the pile of skeletons.
Yeah.
This does not bode well.
I feel like there's
But I am having a good time.
there's a voice down the corridor. Do you want to be sashimi? Do you want to be now sushi? Because I can't sing the other song because it'll get us DMCA'd. But do you want to be sashimi? You just hear that very loudly.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going this way. I'm going this way.
All right, so
Go away, Meowsa. Okay, bye.
God, I love it. It's fantastic.
No! Too effective.
All right, Liliana, as you
Aabria used.
No.
All right, Dave, what do you got for me?
Yeah, we're gonna go for one of the old-fashioned. As you step across this area, you feel your foot sink. It's a pressure plate. Rocks start to fall from above you.
I have a reaction for this, I think.
Increases your AC. It doesn't increase your reflex save.
No,
I'm
no, no,
afraid.
no, but I do have one for saves. Hang on.
for magic.
Is it wary disarmament? +2 saves against while disarming. If I trigger it while disarming it.
Wow.
Damn it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Can you
never
make
mind.
me? And I think since you're also just about in the room, could you both make me reflex saving throws?
Oh, just the first one.
Do I need to make a reflex save?
Boogie is just out of range, actually.
Oh,
Lagging behind slightly is worked out. Okay. Trained adventurers, both of you. This is par for the course. You step
Child's
there and you're
play.
like, you don't even have to look up. You just leap backwards and the rocks fall into the center of the room.
Rocks
Both
fall,
of
but
you.
nobody dies.
Liliana gives a smirk at the fallen rocks and goes, all too easy.
Putting cackling.
Why are you cackling?
Because spinning.
You hear it cackling from further down the corridor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Further down the corridor, in which direction, Dave? We got to
To your east.
to my east. Okay, I keep going, keeping in mind that there may be traps and
Yeah.
observing for said traps.
You should be able to, in a few more steps, see that there is light in that side room.
There is, though it doesn't make a difference to me at all.
Right, it's dark vision, but you do. It's black and white, and then suddenly you see color from around the corner, which is the distinction Pathfinder. And you see in this room, in fact, you have found Meowser. This is where she's managed to get herself to.
So what happened to you?
I was perfectly fine, and
Where's
then
the squid?
Bleh.
Wait, are we supposed to
You-
believe you ate the whole big one?
The whole
You
thing?
ate the squid?
Some
you
of
didn't
it.
save any for us.
I think Meowsa's the bad guy.
Wait, are we the baddies today? Are
Maybe.
we? Oh dear.
Dave,
Yeah, so-
is my raccoon still with me?
No.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah.
No.
No, still in the room. I just want to real quick for you.
Yeah.
It is lit up, and you can see it kind of looks a bit like an excavation site of some kind. There are like pickaxes and buckets and ladders and pickaxes. I think I already said pickaxes.
Are there any
littering the
pickaxes
floor.
in the room?
Are there any pickaxes?
At least 2.
Okay.
Pickaxes and pickaxes and pickaxes. Oh my!
Yeah, which is the first thing that you've seen in these tunnels that.
I rolled a 12. Do I perceive any pickaxes?
With a 12, no, you can't see anything. You're too busy looking
But
at.
Swash Boogie is struck with hysterical blindness.
Yeah. You swish your cape too far and get it wrapped up around your football shaped head.
Help! Help!
Liliana like reaches over and pulls it off you. Like, you really need to practice that.
I tied it extra loose and it goes all the way around.
It's not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Anyway, we found everyone. We're safe. Let's go home.
I'm gonna walk into the room.
Yeah.
Anarking! Anarking!
What?
Where did you go?
What? Who?
Why are we calling for? Who is this anarchy?
It is my raccoon.
Oh.
That's his name.
Yes.
Been calling him Stabby this entire time.
He hates it.
He never said anything.
That's because he may or may not have said that the next time he went to sleep, he was going to prove the namesake that you gave him. But that's why we keep sleeping in different rooms.
Oh, I thought it was a smell thing. This is good information. We need to communicate much more clearly.
Liliana looks to you, Swash Boogie, like, no, it's a smell thing for me.
Oh. I should keep like distinct notes.
It's slightly a smell thing for me too, but in my old age, I've lost most of my senses anyway. In fact, I don't even remember why I ended up with the name Kissel the Besotted.
If you give up your sense of smell, I can give you a new sense of taste.
I think I would. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll an insight check on that shit.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Technically, you couldn't do that if you don't have the raccoon, right?
Yes, they have the knife.
What is the?
Wait, so is it the raccoon or the knife? That's your.
Oh, I
have insight.
need Anarking to cut off their nose so we can put a new tongue there.
Right.
Yeah, there is no insight in this system.
There isn't.
So normally it's the onus of the person lying to make a deception check.
Yes, you do that.
And I don't think
I don't think
Meowse is lying about anything in particular.
I mean, she believes that she can do it.
I wonder. Something is a little bit off color about you today.
Don't look at.
And they like kind of clink their little finger symbols in Meowse's face.
Don't look at my gray furs.
Oh, but I like your gray furs. I don't have any hair left at all, and you are going to complain about all of that.
I pluck two hairs, and then I hand them to you.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Put them on your head.
I mean, they're gonna
You
fall
know-
right off.
When you pull
There we
out
go.
2, 10 more come to the funeral.
What? Okay, I'm gonna go
what
back
they
into
say.
the room. You're
What they
strange.
say.
Yeah,
I'm not the weird one.
Chat brings up a good point. You could roll perception with charisma rather than rolling it with wisdom to see if something is strange about Meowse.
Where is sense motive? I didn't even
Charisma.
see that.
My
Huh?
charisma.
No, I think Meowse might be
Four.
hiding the fact that she's more worried than she's letting on about Anarchy.
Anarchy. Is there anything we can do to assist you in your search?
Just look or call his name. I'm afraid if I don't find him, he will stab someone.
Oh, that's Anna King. Anna King, I
Anna
have
King.
delicious treats for you.
Yes, many treats for you, Anna King.
It looks to me like Meowsa has found that there is a small hole in this
Oh
room.
yeah.
There's
Oh.
a ladder going.
Crap, there is. I was literally standing on that by
You were
accident.
standing on it. I was asking if you were gonna head down the ladder.
I think I fall down.
Oh no!
Trip down the hole.
I mean, that seems reasonable. Can you make me a reflex saving throw and see if you can land on your cat feet?
I feel as though this should be done with an advantage.
19.
I
Nice.
think there might be one of the catfolk heritages that
Oh,
gives them that.
I
but
have
I'm
a
not
sense.
sure.
Land on your feet. Oh, if I took damage, it'd be only half, and I don't land prone.
There you go.
Neat. That's
All
cool.
right. So Meowsa falls down this hole.
Oh, Meowsa, are you okay?
I'm perfect.
Hmm.
No!
Oh, Liliana, do you want to head down first, or?
Excuse me. Hi. First time caller, long time listener. Loves to chew things. Quick question. How many things are we gonna follow her down?
Oh, this is a good and valid question, but
I don't know.
see-
Why don't we try one more? Like push
What?
towards the hole.
Okay.
I love this so much.
I don't know. I mean, maybe some more.
In
Alright,
retrospect,
Boogie, are you gonna allow yourself to be pushed?
Oh, rule
by-
of cool. I will
Yeah.
absolutely let that
I-
happen.
I like
That's
the
not
idea
me getting
of
in the way of fun.
a boogie being pushed while like sitting like this, and then it's just like the cartoon where like they get pushed and then go down still like arms crossed.
I think it was more he was like gesticulating wildly and then froze in the middle of it as Liliana reaches out. I don't think there's a lot of like contact between the two, and he just watches as he gets scooted over the hole, and we get that like cartoon like 1 second over open air, and he's like,
Yeah.
Like a tiny amount of hang time. Yeah.
ah! It just drops down.
It's like the head stretches up from the neck.
Yep.
So yeah, as we begins to fall down this hole, Boogie, you start to hear like a strange noise, like a burbling of some kind, and then you see from your perch where you have managed to kind of catch onto the ladder before you fell all the way down, because I don't want to just throw you down without any rolls or anything. You hear this burbling sound and you see Meowsa frantically climbing back up the ladder.
Yeah, well. Just turns to look to see what she's running from now that I'm closer to it.
From the bottom of the hole, seems to be filling with water. Yep.
Yeah.
So Meowsa trying to climb up from underneath you, hanging on that ladder.
We have established that I have a semi-buoyant head, correct?
That's right.
He's just gonna dog paddle in the center and float up with the water. Not gonna
Okay.
say anything, not gonna yell.
Yep. So you let go, and Meowsa manages to scramble up past you. And oh god, this is so cool. Watch this. Da, 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 da.
I'm
Can you
watching.
see that? Can you see that?
Yes.
Ah, that's cool.
Oh,
Water
sweet.
starts coming up, and it quickly reaches the level where it's spilling out over the edge, and everybody else who stood up the top begins to see what the others are. You see Boogie's head start to just float on up as well. And the room is
Well, I
rapidly
don't exactly
starting
think
to-
we expected that, but okay.
And Boogie's just in the center, dog paddle, like just kind of floating up with the thing.
I think we probably want to head back.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't feel like drowning in the cave.
No,
The
thank you.
room is rapidly filling with water.
I'm running.
Oh, that's so cool and horrifying.
Yeah.
And
That's
the party
great.
begins to run away. Gabe, can you stay back a little bit so everybody on the stream can watch
That's
as
worth
these
it.
things move?
Sure.
It's so
Like,
cool.
you guys did all this work. We want to make sure we show it off.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't do this work. This is
Nice!
this particular map, which I'm saying
Yeah.
comes with a thing. The most interesting thing about it is that it's an interactive map. All of the tiles on the map in the background are actually multi-sided tokens, and you can progress them along in this particular
Dope.
thing. And
Fucking
Interesting.
rad.
So the
Yeah.
people watching on stream, they can actually kind of see it. The different areas that are in different like cubes are all different areas that can be affected, like what Dave is doing now. It's amazing.
yeah, and it
Whoa.
starts to spill out there.
So good.
So it rapidly becomes a situation where the party is running from this torrent of water that is spilling out of the room. It looks like everybody's going left.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I
still-
mean,
Keep on
my
going.
my immediate thought is if we go to where the pool is, then eventually the water will meet up with the other water and we can just swim back out.
Mm.
I hadn't thought of that.
We
But-
literally just watched
but-
Boogie do that.
But being
Swim
an
up with the water.
adventurer, I of course don't think of that particular idea, and I go this
Yeah.
way.
So as you're about to run into that cavern, you realize those rocks that you dodged have blocked off the passageway back to the room that you were in.
Oh yeah, of course.
no.
So
Yeah,
you're forced to
makes
go
sense.
upways.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Alright,
block
so-
that path. Don't let us.
So I
don't let us
I-
pass.
divert.
We have like 3 hours for this stream, and we're gonna finish in like 20 minutes.
I divert my path, Dave, and I run. Liliana runs up to this like ledge. Is this a ledge here?
Yes. You see that you're on kind of a lower area of this room. You have to scramble up
Okay.
to get to
how-
slightly
is-
higher ground.
Is it high enough that I would need like climbing gear? Because I have that.
You have climbing gear.
I
So you
do.
quickly whip out the grappling hook.
Yeah.
It does give you a bonus to the athletics check that you need to climb.
Yeah. So I grappling hook up the ledge and I roll an athletics check, I guess.
Yes, please.
21 plus whatever the bonus is. I don't know what it would be for the grappling hook.
I think it's +1 or +2, but
Alright,
that's going to be plenty.
Okay,
So-
so I just pull myself up the ledge to here.
Yeah.
And I leave the grappling hook in place so as for the rest of the party to take advantage
Smart.
Nice.
I was gonna throw Boogie up there,
of
but
it.
We
Alright,
don't
everybody,
have to
keep
know
going.
me.
I will climb. I am still quite nimble despite my age. I'll be fine.
I licked this water. Is it better?
Please stop licking the water.
No, it tastes the same.
That's weird.
Oh, gross.
The other one had squid in it. This one just has. Oh, is that a net? That's a net 20. That's a critical. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Everybody's managing to get up nicely.
I just leave me
Hold on.
to drown.
Hold on. I want to see if I can bounce off of your gigantic head.
Yeah, Super Mario Orphan.
Not that big.
Yeah.
You probably could though.
Lovely
All right,
little
we're going to say
head.
it's enough, especially with
Well,
the water
it's
behind
a
you
it's
pushing you
technically a
up.
16 too, because
It is a 16. All right. So, Swash Boogie, I think at this point, unfortunately, you are caught up in the rush of this water, and you lose control as it begins to tumble you along. Yeah, I think maybe wherever it takes you, you're gonna probably take some damage as it bonks you out against the wall. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. So everybody makes their way up there. I'm gonna keep moving this token along because I like to. Oh no, it's filling up further. It's a good thing everybody got on the ledge because it's full of water now.
Run!
You can see it's going off to the left.
Keep running.
I try to trip Boogie.
Boogie's already like stuck.
I'm not with
in
you
the
anymore.
water.
I wait behind.
You wait
No, I
behind.
think I got swept away, right? Like, am I with the
Boogie's-
group anymore?
Oh,
You'd lose sight of Boogie as you're still getting
You
pulled
stepped
along by
on
the
my
water.
head, and then I went to hell.
okay.
So you're
okay.
good.
So I cackle.
Cackle. Fantastic. Thank you for using that ability.
Where is Swash Boogie?
Dead.
What? Excuse me.
Boogie's dead. I'm sorry, your character's just died. Wow.
Just kidding. I think they're drowning.
Why is he drowning?
He's
Turn
bad
off
at
the
swimming.
water.
Swash Boogie.
Oh wow, the worst pirate ever.
It's a good point.
Too far, sir.
Swash Boogie.
So is Swash Boogie actually dying? Gabe is trying to figure out if he should do anything or not.
No.
You don't know where I am.
You're good.
There's
good.
nothing for you to do. You made a
Something
choice.
Yeah.
Live in it.
Choice.
I hope you don't
Alright.
get shanked by my raccoon.
I am continually
It
running.
doesn't line up, but that's fine.
Continually
weird.
running.
We are running
All
out
right.
of places to run.
No, there's a way over here.
Keep running up. Keep running up.
This is.
Oh, there's people here or something. Saber-toothed tigers or something.
All right. So the party runs round the corner, and ahead of them, they see lit in a dastardly greenish, bluish glow is this horrific-looking altar.
Sick.
And sat on top of the altar, it's Anakin. The water sweeps
I'm
you
missing the
further
Anarch
in.
King reveal. Dang it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll bring you around in a second. It's gonna sweep you into this area. Okay,
That's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Sweep.
I love
Pushing
this
you all
raccoon.
along. I'm railroading you with water.
That's.
We love it.
It's
We
more of
love
a
it.
log flume.
I'd say it's
It's
waterboarding.
filling up.
All right, I'm pushed towards the altar with the two weird
Okay.
cats on it.
Yeah, we'll stop it there. We'll stop it there. So, I thought I put those on the GM layer, but that's fine.
No, I see them. I don't see Enter King, but I see the.
Yeah, there's no token for it. Oh, there is a token for Anakin King. Hang on, let me go and get it. I don't want to break your immersion.
My immersion.
I've been immersioned all of this adventure.
I mean, you're currently immersed in water. So.
You really are.
Depending on how much I got hit,
Full-
I might be an emulsion at this point.
Full body immersion, even.
Okay, so you're all swept along into this room with this raccoon sitting flanked by two huge skeletal raccoons that you can tell are raccoons and not other kind of similar creatures because they still have the eye marking things.
Got it. Yeah, their bones
Just
have.
realized as I was saying it.
Their bones have the eye markings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I take any damage?
Yes, Boogie, you took this many damage. 8
Okay.
damages. You're the only one who's been damaged. This feels really bad.
Yeah.
This feels really bad.
I think he's like his head's super cut up and like one of his ears is a little like munchy and his poor little bandana's over half of his head and he's just dog paddling to catch up with the group. Hey guys, I got water in my nose.
Oh, you're all right, Swash Boogie. I'm so sorry. We did not mean to leave you behind. What
I'm gonna-
happened?
I'm giving Mousa the widest berth I can to get around to the group.
I think your raccoon is here.
I'm gonna go over here.
As you step onto the land and Anna King sees the group of you
Oh, I see the token now. I get it. Okay.
standing together.
Wow, it's so.
It's so small.
Is that a corgi? What the hell is that?
No.
This is macabre. No, that is 100% the raccoon from Pocahontas.
Death raccoon.
Yeah.
I like that he's small.
I couldn't see it. I was so
Oh,
zoomed
no, it's
back.
two.
I was like,
Two of them? Question mark.
and our king's just 2 raccoons.
Now,
No trench coat required.
it's getting out of hand.
Anna King's mouth suddenly opens, and you see it opening far too wide,
Oh,
and this
no.
deep booming voice comes in. Yes, you have finally been led to the altar of the great raccoon god. You have done well, supplicant, bringing me sacrifices.
Thank you, my king.
I would like to turn around and stab Meowsa in the face.
Please do. Let's have some combat. Let's have some combat, please.
All right, so I've learned that if I roll with deception or stealth on my initiative, if you don't act before me, you're flat-footed.
Nice.
I've learned this looking at
That's
my character
right.
sheet.
All right, let's.
So I'm
put
gonna
these
roll my
things in.
initiative with stealth.
Yep.
Nice.
Certainly didn't expect to be turned on that quickly. You were already suspicious.
It's because he was suspicious. She was suspicious.
Wow.
It's worth it. I know
Yep.
who I am.
Okay. Just ignore the fact they say giant badger. I did type in raccoon, but there is no stat block in Pathfinder. For
Oh
raccoon.
God.
It's what you
Okay.
get.
Yes,
It's
let's
what
have
you
that one. Have you rolled? Yeah, you still rolled above.
Way above.
Okay, so Boogie doesn't get the act this turn because this is kind of the first one. Is that cool, Aabria? Just
Sure.
because narratively, actually, we'll just put you directly after.
I mean,
think
if you
that
just do
feels fair.
initiative, yeah, the initiative order is fine.
All right. So first thing that happens.
So I turn around
immediately,
and stab
you-
Meowsa.
Turns around and stabs Meowsa.
21. Does 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're flat-footed as well.
10 damage and then 3 damage
All right, so that's
for 13 total
points
damage.
of damage, Meowsa.
Thank you for giving us the gift of PvP. Just
Hey, Gabe, do I only get the one action, or is it my turn? Like, do I just go for it, or?
I mean, you might just kill her. I don't know. What do we think?
Rogues!
Full turn, or we?
Whatever you decide. You're good on whatever.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's go
Alright,
for it.
cool.
Let's
I
go for
do
it.
my second attack. 12 does not hit you, however.
No.
I don't
So
think
that
it will.
is it for me. Because I'm sure that my third attack will also not hit you.
No, unfortunately, you're going for a flurry of blows.
Wrong
Rapier.
character.
Rapier assault.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Boogie.
Okay.
You've
Boogie-
heard this. You pick yourself up off of the floor with your injuries and your waterlogged giant ears.
He like
Treachery's afoot.
he swims up to the side, like sees all of this happening, he's just on the side, like called it. 1 second. I just need a second. I want to use feint for my first action.
Oh, you're gonna faint.
I'm gonna
Okay.
feint.
So that's a deception check against.
Critical deception,
Okay.
where he just looks like he's on the side, like ha ha.
Bring your enemy's defenses entirely off. Target's flat-footed against melee attacks that you attempt against it
Sweet.
until the next turn.
All
right,
right.
and I believe you now. If you hit, I think you'll have some panache.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Can I use precise strikes?
Yes. Yeah, I think all of your strikes are precise.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Once you've got the panache.
I'm just gonna click this and see. Oh no, it's just the damage. Then let me just pull out rapier. All of my attacks to hit with the rapier are just super wild low.
Oh, no.
I do none of it. Hate to see it. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Swashbuckler. It's really not your day, isn't it? Getting pulled under the water, picked up.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Aabria.
You did faint really well, though. You're very convincingly like puking.
Two.
Yeah, everybody
To
gets...
zero effect.
Everybody gets the flat-footed effect. So if anybody else, you know, the mage character, the bard might want to get that +2. I don't know. I was trying to salvage it. It just sounded like I was being mean.
All right, what else you got?
All right, we got some giant raccoon skeletons. I'm gonna come on in. That's that's Anon King, who I really need to really quickly find a creature for us. I'm trying to.
I'll look for something, Dave, and you can just do the stuff.
All right, thank you so much.
Yep.
All right, we got this creature. It's coming up. Is technically flanking because its ally.
That's true. Yeah.
Meowser is over there.
But
so...
its ally hasn't acted yet. Does that matter? Because the ally is flat-footed. Does that matter?
don't know.
I don't know why that was so sad.
Let's say no.
All right.
Because it makes it. I mean, no, they don't count in your favor because it doesn't make sense if it's not threatening because it's flat-footed. Then it's not.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Providing it. So let's see. Let's have some melee strikes. Gonna try and attack you with its. Oh no! Wait. Hold on. What's this? First action. It's Raccoon Rage. It enters a state of pure rage. It lasts for a minute.
Oh no!
While raging, it has more AC and it does extra damage. Awesome. Great, it does extra damage. Thank you so much, Giant Badger. Alright. Ooh, does an 18 hit you? Liliana.
No.
No,
it doesn't.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's gonna try.
I have a 20 AC.
20 AC. Oh my gosh. It's going to try again, and it's going to go for Swashbuckler. Actually, no, let's not, because Swashbuckler's been bleeding.
Come at me, Dave.
Right. No, we're gonna go for Kiss.
Do not have to pull punches. It is a one-shot.
Yeah.
We're going for the second attack. An 11. That's not even going to hit a bard, is it? Like, first giant
I
badger
have a
is
fairly
disappointment.
decent AC.
Yeah, everyone in Pathfinder is actually pretty close in terms of AC. Like, armor doesn't do a huge amount, relatively. Though, Kissel, it is now your turn.
I will, with a flourish, bring out my little finger symbols and cast Inspire Courage.
Inspire me.
That's my
That's a
first
good
action.
shout.
Inspire me.
And then,
Inspire.
for my second action, I shall go ahead and move just up here to the side of this creature. And I will, with my rapier, do a stab.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I imagine a 24 hits.
24 absolutely hits this creature.
Is it a critical hit?
I'm afraid not.
Damn! Well, take the 5 damage, you silly little creature.
It absolutely will. All right. That's its HP. I don't fill out those bubbles.
Just saying, this totally wasn't planned, and that's why Dave and I both have the red backgrounds.
Oh, hey, I only
Dave's
just
looks
noticed.
pink to me.
Okay, Aabria.
Mine's
Yes.
backwards as well because it has the flip thing. So we're 0-2 law knock.
Neither one of you look backwards to us.
Yours is just reversed to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
That was funny to me. Alexa, stop. See, she's still here. Alexa, stop. There we go. Yes. So that's 2 actions. The rapier strike seems effective. You got something for your third one, Aki?
Movement was my third action.
Oh, did you move? Oh yeah, you stepped around it. Sorry about that.
Next raccoon.
Yes, next raccoon. One action to move, one action to rage. The other one used an action to move. I keep forgetting that while I'm not really doing
Raccoon rage really does sound horrifying.
It sounds like a.
I mean, badger rage on its own.
It sounds like a backed into a corner thing. You know what I mean? Like you only get raccoon rage when they got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Or when they're in religious fervor.
I have a story about raccoons and a LARP I went to.
Yeah.
I need to tell you. Yeah.
Well,
there's a juvenile raccoon that lives in my yard and tries to walk into the studio when I stream at night.
Oh, that's cute.
Have they ever succeeded?
No, he will wait outside. I guess I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I named him a boy name though. He will peek in if I have it open during breaks, and I have to go like, no, go, and scream at him, and he just watches, but he won't actually come inside or run away.
Okay.
I was mostly just curious about what that did, but in any case, 23 does hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thistle.
Oh wait, no.
You're bitten by a raging raccoon skeleton for 14 points of damage.
Ow.
It gets rage damage. It's a barbarian, I think.
Has a tiny horned helm on.
Yeah. I'm looking again. You probably got time to tell that raccoon story after this finishes, because I was worried that we're gonna finish this. In like 10
Okay,
minutes.
all right. Well, then
There's
let's
nothing
kick
else
their
after.
ass. It's fine. Then
All
I'll
right.
tell you the raccoon
Great.
story.
All right, Meowsa.
Okay.
It's back around to you.
So I want to point out that Dave made a very, very good point that in Pathfinder, the familiar is the one that casts the spells, and that's the connection to the warlock. And when all of you saw Meowsa cast for the first time, it was Meowsa who was casting.
It was Anarchy.
The raccoon.
Amazing.
Power.
Okay.
I forgot to add to the turn order.
Scared.
Don't worry, it'll be next. It'll be next round.
That's not concerning. I'm gonna look at Boogie.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna lick my lips.
No. No.
Yes.
Boogie's
Yeah,
not
dude.
for eating. Boogie is for murder.
And I'm just gonna start chanting, give it up, succumb to my raccoon god, give it up, and accept to be clawed, don't run away, forget the door, I don't care what you're going to say, let the cold wash over you, you will all die and suffer for him today. I'm gonna
Take a hero point, please.
thank you. And
Everybody should have like 50 hero points. I keep forgetting. It's like
I don't know what to do with a hero point, by the way.
you can
Gives you
re-roll.
advantage on your roll.
Oh, cool. Things I would have used every time I failed it.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Or technically it lets you re-roll. It doesn't give you advantage. But
I'm going to make a hydraulic push against Boogie.
Hydraulic push.
Yeah, same thing I did to the squid, except
Yeah.
Boogie is small.
Boogie is a small.
That's a fool. I'm going to use my hero point and re-roll that.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Thanks for giving him a hero point. Tight.
All right. Well.
There we go.
Boogie.
That's fair. You did this.
All right.
Dave never for a second, never forget that you exactly just right now did this.
Can we talk about
Okay.
how many times I go from rolling a nat 1 to a nat 20 consistently?
All the time.
So, unfortunately for poor Boogie, with the 2 critical damages put together, you take 30 hit points, which is exactly how
enough.
much you have.
Yep.
Oh. The water from behind surges, smashes into Boogie once again. But as it recedes, you will see that Boogie is technically bleeding to death.
no, Boogie! No! Are they dying? Is he dying 1 or 2?
Just dying
I cackle.
Yeah. Oh no, it would be dying 2, wouldn't it? Because it was a critical hit.
Yep.
All right.
If you get to dying 4, you're dead.
Don't know what any of that means, but
It's essentially it's essentially how they do saving throws in a.
You're
in
just saying
Pathfinder.
words with numbers attached. And I'm like,
Yeah. The difference is, you know how in 5e you like ping pong back to like 1 HP and then unconscious and then 1 HP and then unconscious.
Could I?
In this, each time you die, a number gets added. So, like, if you go down again, you'll be closer.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can I use a heal just to stabilize Boogie without letting him die?
Weird flex.
You don't that was gonna sound bad.
Don't you have a stabilized cantrip?
Uh,
I thought I gave you it.
no. I have no direction, light, ray of frost, read aura, detect magic, and clinging ice. Unless clinging ice makes Boogie cling to life. No, it does not.
Doesn't sound like it would.
Can you use a spell slot to do it? I mean, yes, but you don't have the actions to cast it.
Well, the
Oh no, you do because you're touchy. Yeah, all right.
'cause,
Stabilize the boogie.
hydraulic
Stabilize
push
the
is
boogie.
2, and then heal.
Can cure at elite level.
Heal would be 1 action, 1 to 3 actions.
I say this every time it comes up, but the heal spell in this system is just, it's the best thing ever.
But
Win the raffle and,
yeah.
and look it up. It's so cool.
I just
win
want
it.
I just want Boogie to well, oh, you're right. It is a touch. So I'd have to use 1 action to move, and then I could do it next time.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just move
All
to
right.
Boogie. Boogie's probably not gonna. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably here for a sec. You're good.
I'm going to look down at Buggy. I'm gonna look down at Boogie, and then I'm gonna look at Liliana, and then I'm gonna look at. Wow, I remember the bad names. Kissel. And I'm gonna cackle again.
Still not been useful, but I love that you're including it.
Oh, I love it. That's it. That's my turn.
All right. So at the top of the round, the raccoon god themselves pounces, making a raccoon noise, whatever noise a raccoon makes, at Kissel, and we're gonna have a
Raccoon noise.
Please ignore what it's gonna say when I roll it, because that's not what it is. Oh, this isn't. Okay. So it looked like rather than that one not being in quite correctly, instead, the stat blocks of some monsters are not compendium compatible. So there's no click to roll on those creatures. I just got to do it manually. So pounce. It's a stride at the end of the movement. Oh, flat-footed creatures. Oh, you're a flat-footed creature currently? No. Okay.
I just want our. How did I forget my
So
character's
does a
name?
32 hit you?
It doesn't. I'm fairly certain it's a critical.
Yeah. It'll be 10 above your AC.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's a critical.
I want fan art of Anarking above our dead bodies.
When you say our, you mean all of ours but yours, right?
Oh no, I'm dead. Like I'm boned. When you turn and look at me, it's over.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I can't get a sneak attack though. Oh, actually I can. Never mind. I have another idea.
Rip.
All right.
I am unconscious. R.I.P. me.
So Kissel takes, for those who might be listening, I don't know, will there be? Probably won't be a podcast version of this. Yeah, that's 33 points of damage, knocking Kissel to dying 2 because that was a crit as well.
EPK you've always wanted.
Okay. Still has 1 move left, so we'll probably head on round. That is not the correct creature. Gonna head on round there. just to get into range next time. Oh, we got a twin fate from Liana.
Nice.
That's my plan. I'm gonna twin feint at our catfolk witch friend here.
Twin fate. Okay.
Do I not get to go at the top of the order? Oh man.
I mean,
you do.
Yeah,
we go back to normal.
Sweet.
Sorry.
At least in death honor that I rolled good for something.
Yeah. So I think how does this work again? I think you make like a stabilize roll.
Yeah, what's the roll? I want to roll it.
Yeah, conditions, death and dying rules. The initiative thing moves you to be just before the thing that downs you. Okay, I apologize, Boogie. You actually go to there in the initiative, but this is nice because it means your allies have longer to heal you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna heal her. That's I don't have that kind of skill. I have only stabbing.
Yeah, let's yes, because we will get around to the death and dying rules again. We'll go through that in a second. I'm so sorry, Aabria. This has been so mean to you this whole time. I'm sorry, Slosh Boogie, as well.
I'm sending you a message, Aabria.
Okay. I'm gonna attack.
Yes, twin feint.
I'm gonna attack our catfolk witch friend / enemy. With my first attack being my main hand here, an 18. Is an 18?
Yeah.
So you take 7 damage from that, but then I get another attack because I have a short sword in my other hand, and you're flat-footed for that attack with the short sword. 27?
Yes.
What's your AC?
17. Oh,
It's critical!
That's a crit.
Yeah!
Hey, crits all around.
So you take 30 damage.
Yeah, 20, and you get to roll your sneak attack again.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, the 9 is just your regular sort of damage.
And so you
Yeah,
take
26.
26 damage.
Dying 2 for everyone.
the cold of your steel doesn't bother me anyways.
Yeah, it does.
She kicks you off the end of her short sword and turns around dramatically.
All right, you got one action left.
Oh, you're right, I do. What do I do?
I don't know. You
I don't
could
know.
try and stabilize one of your friends.
Just finish the fight. Finish these bad boys.
Finish
Alright,
the fight,
Master
but
Chief.
just fucking me.
Run away. I don't know.
All right, I will attempt to stabilize Swash Boogie.
You should
Okay.
stabilize. You should
All right,
stabilize
well,
Kissel.
okay,
Kissel's
I
done
will-
more damage.
Then I will stabilize Kissel with my medicine check. Here we go.
All right. I don't know if it is a medicine check.
Well, I rolled a
It's
25
fine.
medicine. I don't know if that's what I needed.
Flat check before the end of the turn. Usually an activity requiring 2 actions.
I don't
Whatever,
have,
we'll just try and do it. It's
I
fine.
don't have 2 actions. I only got 1.
25 on a roll. That seems good enough. All right. Boogie's stabilized.
No, Kissel is stabilized.
No, Kissel, you're stabilized. You're no longer bleeding to death. You're not conscious, but you're not
Basically
permanently-
have like 1 hit point.
Yeah, ish.
Ish.
But you do have what's that condition called? It's called something. I can't remember. Yeah, there's a buff that you get after you're dying, but you're no longer dying. And I can't remember. Wounded. You're wounded too, in case you become dying again. You automatically start dying too. So that's how that works. So it doesn't let you ping pong as much.
Wounded 1 or wounded 2?
It'll be wounded too because you were dying too.
Cool.
I think. No, because that's not how that works. You are wounded 1, you're right. I do know these rules better, but when I'm under pressure like this, I forget everything that I know about everything. Okay. Unconscious and not dying. Yes.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Dave.
All right. We got a conscious Kissel.
All right, raccoon.
It can't. Where can it go?
It's right in front of me, isn't it?
I know this is this raccoon, which
Oh yeah.
out of range. I think I'll probably step on Kissel's head a little bit. Not enough to like make you breathe again, but just to get range.
You know, just a casual head stepping. It's
All
fine.
right, so
Get off of me.
all right, we're gonna go for the old jaws against the rouge. Does 27 hit?
It does, yes.
Okay, it's 13 points of damage
13.
because it's raging.
Oh, okay. All right.
Da da da. And it's gonna try and swipe at you with its claw because that's an agile one, so it's -4 instead of -5.
20 does not hit me.
Whatcha?
Wow. That's
Look at
good.
that rouge AC. Very good. Okay. Kissel. Technically, you don't have a turn, but if you can roll above 15 on a d20, you can be conscious again.
Yes.
Because we love the suspense in this game. Unfortunately, not this time. All right, Giant Badger. Gonna try and finish the job of killing everybody.
I have a plan.
You have a plan?
It's not a good plan, and I have to survive till my turn, but it's a plan.
All right. Let's see if you can do that.
No, you do not hit
17
me.
miss.
Nice.
18
And again,
miss.
I am still alive.
14 miss. Oh my god. You've survived.
The agility of the vampire rogue. Vampire. Sorry, I'm not.
All right. Boogie. The dying thing is a flat number, which I'm going to say is 12 in this case. I think it's supposed to be 15, but you know.
Chat says 10. Since it's the first time I'm dying.
Is it? Does it increase by
10
5?
plus your dying number, right?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
What am I rolling? Just a straight
Just
D20?
a flat number, yeah.
Oh, okay. Nope.
Okay, you are dying 3.
Okay.
Join the raccoon, Aabria.
No, Boogie.
Join the raccoon boogie.
Okay, I see what's going on here. Sorry, I'm just reading things. I shouldn't do that. That's not interesting.
You're good.
I'm gonna be interesting on stream. It's fine. Okay,
Dave.
so that's that turn. That's turn. Meowsa, can you roll me the check to see whether you get better or worse?
12.
You're dying 2. So if that's what the thing is, flat plus dying, I think it's 15 plus. Honestly,
I have no idea.
I have no idea
Dave.
either.
You're GM, so
You just say.
No, I hate it. I don't like having to
fine.
arbitrate.
Gabe says 12 is good.
Gabe says 12 is good.
Wait,
All right.
What? This was a joke. I didn't think that would work.
10 plus dying count. All right. Thank you so much, Azran, in chat. So you succeed.
Oh.
So, see if you get better or worse. You go only to dying 1. You might stabilize through your own willpower.
Oh, that's how this works. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have the Raccoon
Okay.
God.
I like the tiny icon in the initiative order.
All right. Going around for the flank move.
Where is he? Oh, he's next to me.
He's
Hello,
next to
baby.
you, yeah. We'll see whether Dane's you are worthy of being saved.
Death, destruction, love.
Okay, let's have a 20 plus 7.
That does hit me.
Oh, it was supposed to be plus 13, but that's fine.
I mean, it
If it
still
hits
hits me.
Oh, what a shame.
It's not a critical.
Oh, it's D10 plus 7. Sorry, that's the damage. Okay, 9 points of damage.
I'm still alive.
Oh my gosh.
You are grabbed by its jaws.
By a raccoon? How the crap does a raccoon that size
Because
grab?
it's a tiger stat block. It's like climbing all over you so quickly you can't move. It's
Think of it
binding
like a
you up
honey
with
badger.
All right, got it. Cool.
It's a
something
honey
like
badger
that.
raccoon.
The wrestle action makes a claw stroke against the creature's grabbing.
I like the idea of this tiny thing, like
Suplexes me somehow, like.
Be 13 minus 4, 9. 14 is not going to be good.
It is not. It does not hit me, no.
All right. Yeah, so I don't think you grabbed anymore. It was just for that turn.
Okay, so.
All right, what's the plan?
Here's my question, Dave.
Here's the question.
I have a feat, ancestry feat called Voice of the Night, which is that you understand the words of creatures you share darkness with. You can ask questions, receive answers, and use diplomacy on bats, rats, and wolves. Does a raccoon count as a rat?
Raccoon, yeah. No.
I gain a plus one
right.
circumstance bonus on making impressions on something.
Make an impression. Yeah, absolutely. Try. Plead for your life.
So I will take one action to make a diplomatic impression upon.
Okay. It normally takes, I think, 10 minutes, but that's fine. You got to go for it. Back against the wall.
Here we go. I do not, Mike. I'm not very convincing. I'm like, we could work together, and the raccoon's like just attacking me.
Like
you have a hero point though, don't you? Did you get one?
I do have a hero point, so I will re-roll it and see if I can do it again. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
I rolled an 11, which is also not very high.
Nah, it's not great, is it?
So never mind. It's fine. Pass on that. That's only one action. I have another 2, so It's time for a twin feint on the raccoon and hope that I obliterate it.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's only got 60 health left.
That's way too much. All right, here we go. 21. Does 21 hit it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 21. So that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And then with my short sword, for the feint, 19.
Yep, that's a hit.
For 8 damage total.
Okay, so little did you suspect, or perhaps big did you suspect, it is actually just a minion, so it only has 15 hit points, which is over the amount that you've done.
Oh, I thought it was a
being
tiger.
a raccoon god, it's still trapped in the body of a tiny little baby raccoon. It is literally tiny. It's smaller than a normal raccoon.
Die, raccoon, die.
And you stab it, and with a wailing shriek, no! A big raccoon ghost flies out of his body like at the end of that first Harry Potter film.
Stage 2, boss fight stage 2.
Yeah, flies away, and the bone creatures crumble along with it.
What?
Oh no! And that
I just feel the need to applaud Liliana on single-handedly taking this fucker out. Like,
MVP.
Don't worry, guys. While you were all being ridiculous, I was studying the blade.
Hey, so my friends, this has been the story of how some people went to a bathhouse and got tricked into, not really tricked, I made them do it. There was a betrayal, and then there were some raccoons and some water, but they're gonna live for another day.
Assuming that I don't.
are we though?
Assuming that my next move isn't stab.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know what? That's how the newest patron of the Raccoon God came to be. You took my place, Liliana. You have earned this.
I don't want to work for the Raccoon God.
Nate, you know what? You kind of don't really get to pick it. We don't
You don't get to choose.
We don't really get to pick
You
our
multi-class
bosses.
into witch. It happens.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
I think Liliana, you've You've been through many scrapes.
I would, of course, rescue all of my friends.
Rescue them all.
I'm not gonna even Meowsa, who was clearly under the sway of the evil raccoon god and who would now be our friend again.
Yep. And you see the ghost knocks open a hole in the cave, and you can drag your friends to safety. Congratulations, you did it. You won.
We won the bathhouse / cave of the raccoon god.
Yeah,
This is not the bathhouse episode that I signed up for.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more of a hot spring and not you're gonna die.
I
I mean, look, we can do that. We can. That's the like after scene. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Build back up.
The bathhouse owner was like, "Thank you for solving the haunting problem. There was
Here
like a
are
witch
some-
in the basement.
Here are some coupons to my amazing
VIP.
bathhouse.
Bath. There's like bath bombs.
Yeah, like
Swash Boogie, are you all right? You seem to have quite a tough time today. Is there anything I can do to soothe your, Oh, you're looking at me the way that you look at me sometimes.
oh no, are we about to?
I'm pretty sure
go over
no one
here.
ever gets to tell me to take a bath ever again.
It's very fair.
Water is the worst. Confirmed. Can we all agree?
I mean, I still enjoy it. You know, bathing is quite lovely in the right circumstance. This, of course, was not the right circumstance, and I mean, we could always try again some other time in a more controlled environment.
No,
Like,
I'm good.
all right.
I'm gonna keep rolling around in dirt. Thank you very much.
It's gonna.
Well,
it does that
sand is
thing-
also, you know, a valid way of washing oneself.
It has the thing at the end of some old movies where it's like X character went on to do this, and it's just a Boogie went on to never take a bath ever
Never
again.
bathe again.
In Butt Prince's immortal words, his name is Swash Boogie, not Wash Boogie.
Take a hero point. Take a hero point.
They don't do anything.
They let you
Oh.
re-roll if you use them when you
You
know
know
you
what they
have
do?
them.
You can use them to bring yourself back to 1 hit point when you're dying.
Oops.
I totally forgot.
I also forgot, so you do not have to feel bad. Those of us who've actually played this game before, we messed up.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're you know what? Like this is a one shot. It doesn't matter.
That's how we learn, Dave. It's how we learn.
If we ever do this again, we will do it with more knowledge. It will be fine.
It's a fun system though. I enjoy attacking more than once.
Yeah, that I do.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I do
action
like that
economy
attacking
in
more than
Pathfinder
once.
is so good.
Didn't do it justice. We saw bits of it, but it is a fantastic system. There's so much elegance in some of the action economy stuff. If we'd actually given Gabe like a proper familiar, like there's a
Gabe
whole
was the
system.
familiar.
That's right, actually. You should have had the minion trait and therefore only had 2 actions a turn.
That's fine. I served the
Yeah,
raccoon
this-
god, Dave. None of this was supposed to make sense. Literally,
Yeah.
Dave, we talked about what we were gonna do like a week ago, and then today I said I want to serve a raccoon god, and you're like, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
This feels so
Shut
much
up.
like I
Yes.
have been the worst influence on you, Gabe. Like the first
Yeah.
time we played together, you were so poised and controlled, and now you're like, I serve a raccoon.
I thought I had to be
"Oh,
normal.
no!"
I literally said I had an Aabria laugh today. Like I laughed. My first thought was
And
that
winning.
felt like Aabria.
Gabe is just slowly turning into a brain.
I am. Oh my god, I'm gonna be you for Halloween.
I need
Definitely
pictures
do
of this.
that. Definitely do that.
I don't.
I need pictures.
I don't have to change my hair.
How about we are all Aabria for Halloween?
I literally
couldn't
have
pull it
like
off.
the hair things, like the hair clips to go in my hair.
Yep.
I can get lighter glasses. I'll just shave my face.
I'm not sure how I feel about
Yeah,
Gabe
but,
without
now,
a beard.
but also now Aabria has to be Gabe for Halloween.
I'm gonna be you for Halloween for doing this.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, this is the best thing
I'm
to
gonna
come
do
out
like a
this stream,
TikTok of me
for
holding
sure.
a stick in the woods.
I'm so here for this.
The light roast. Oh my god.
That's fine. You know what? I'll just get a whole bunch of dice
so
and be
good.
like, gremlin. Are you
Leave 'em out.
envious? Like,
Do you guys want to hear the raccoon story?
Yeah, I want to hear the raccoon story.
Yes, please.
So, there is a group of raccoons. I don't know what you call a group, like a litter of
A
raccoons.
gaggle.
They got left behind by their
An
mom
initiative.
or whatever. They're like little baby raccoons, and they're like growing up on their own. And one of the people at one of the LARPs that I go to owns property on like the land that we go to play the game. And so has been like raising these 6 raccoons or something as like, pets and like feeding them and keeping them safe because they're like little baby raccoons. But they're at the point now where they're like almost a juvenile size and stuff, but they love people. So at the LARP, she's just walking around with like 4 raccoons just like on her shoulders and stuff, like just
Wild.
This, like, crazy cool druid lady with like a bunch of raccoons. It's so fun.
With their little human hands. God.
And like they, like people interact with them and stuff, and they're doing a real good job not being tiny little raccoons dead in the wild. But it was dramatic to walk up and be like, are those real? Those are real raccoons. What is happening? Yeah. So that's my raccoon story.
That's kind of
amazing.
Awesome. I like raccoons are often like pretty friendly.
Yeah.
They're smart, right?
Yeah. I used to I used to try to pick them up, and then I just learned I should not do that.
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
Let me be honest with you. It sounds like I'm talking about when I was like 12. Nah, this was like 2 years
ago.
No,
like 2 years ago.
I go out and hang out with
Brother
Niles
Nature.
all the time.
Yeah, I am. Except the difference is, he's cool with them. My dumb butt goes and sees a bear, and it's like, wonder where it lives. And then I find out, and then I'm like, this was stupid.
This was a dumb idea.
What? I'm fine.
Like, these are the kind of stories that you shouldn't be telling the person you play werewolf with, because I think we've warned you about going out into these woods and accidentally getting ate or something.
Didn't work.
Gabe didn't listen.
I did.
Gabe do what Gabe.
It's like Gabe is a rambling man.
I was in the woods 2 days ago. I found a fox there.
I was in the woods
nice.
2 days ago.
We have forbidden him from going into the woods on Halloween. He's not allowed.
Oh yeah, Gabe, baby, don't.
Why?
Don't do that.
What's the
Don't
worst
do
that could happen? I
You
come
see
back
him
with
with
a
a
stick.
stick.
I
It's
don't
also
ever
a
go to
full
the
moon.
woods.
Yeah.
Gabe,
It's also a
Gabe,
full moon.
Gabe,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. Don't
Thank
listen-
you, Elf gets me. I have an
don't listen to
outfit
these
for it.
people.
I
If they're
have
all
an
gonna be
outfit.
the angels on your shoulder, I will do the opposite.
Thank
Go
you.
wild, do whatever the fuck you
Yes.
want.
Yes, I live legitimately in the woods. They caught the bear, like it's fine. I haven't seen a bobcat
you're
in 2
good.
years.
You're
The
good.
coyotes are on the other side of the mountain. I'm just gonna go into the woods and go to the spot where I looked at the last time I went out for a blood moon. Only thing that happened was I got followed by a fox. Didn't know what it was, but it didn't eat me, so it's fine. I
Yo,
know
that
this sounds.
fox was a person in disguise. You are marked.
That's fine.
Yeah, that was 100%
That was just a-
Xanae.
Yeah, that was a demon.
I mean, I live in a
Yo.
weird place.
That
There's
was
like
a
this,
trickster spirit.
there was this one spot in the woods where, like, after it snowed, it was like a circle of grass, and my dumb butt sat in it. I'm like,
I don't know if you all remember the story, like that was like it was big in Southern California years ago about the hiker where the cougar bit off their face.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
That's a friend of mine, so please just be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, be
Nah.
careful.
That was another
Oh my
personal
God.
trainer I worked with back in the day.
Oh,
like,
no.
please don't.
nah, I climb trees really well. This is why.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh,
just
be
be
safe.
chill.
Cougars
chill.
do climb trees, Gabe.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Never mind.
For what it's worth, coyotes chill as heck.
Yeah, coyotes are fun. Oh, coyote story, also LARP related.
Yes.
So, where we play this game is like way out in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like it's like attractive land that one of the people owns that we play this on. It's got forest and flat ground, and that's it, right? So it's basically just like no buildings anywhere, and we're in tents and whatever. And me and my partner, we have this big like canvas tent that is like period accurate, which is awesome, by the way. But the coyotes, they don't care about us at all when we're there. And if when people go to like bed and things are quieting down in the night, you'll get like groups of like 6 or 7 coyotes just like roaming through the whole area, like yipping and howling and stuff. And
Yeah.
like I'm talking like 3 feet away from the tent, like sniffling around for whatever might be hanging out. And you just go like, shoo, and they're like, ah, and they like run away.
Coyotes are just like little kids.
Yeah.
You're just like, no, and they're like, ah, and
Yeah,
they make a struggle noise and they just like go away like, ugh.
But it's also weirdly one of those things where like if I weren't in character, I would be scared. But because I'm playing some like wizard or whatever, it's like coyotes, whatever.
What could that be? 5 hit points?
Yeah, it's fucking easy.
Have you
I've
ever
got
had
badgers that live near me.
What?
That's it.
Badgers? Are they the ones with like the white?
Seen a badger before.
Yep. Oh. Actually, for the first time in my life, like it was maybe only a week ago. Actually, I was downstairs, kind of late. It was probably about 1 a.m, and the front door light comes on. I was like, oh, it's one of the kind of cats. But I looked out because I like cats. I wanted to see it and say hello. But it was just a badger. It just walked past like the glass door, and I was just watching this badger just chilling. I was like, oh my god, I've never seen a badger before. And yeah, that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
I don't have interesting stories.
Just a badger.
I just saw a badger.
Chilling outside, yeah.
So in a sense of like tabletop related, technically, I feel like people underestimate how dangerous deer actually can be.
Oh yeah.
Like we see like deer in like tabletop games and they have like 5 health or they can take 1 wound. But if that thing spears you with horns, like it's game over.
I mean, one of the biggest things up here in like where I live in Alberta is moose, because like moose are.
Those things are as big as a fucking house.
They're elder
huge.
Gods. It's one of those things where it's like if you hit it with a car at full speed, you do more damage to the car than the moose. Like
they're huge.
Like, and yeah, I mean the risk with them is like that they will fall onto the bonnet of your car if you hit them, and they'll get up and walk away, but you'll be really messed up.
Is it mooses or meese?
It's just moose.
I think it's
moose is the sound that they make.
A flock of meese.
Moose.
So because moose is an indigenous word, there is no pluralization of it. It's just moose.
That makes
sense.
Makes
sense. That makes sense. I kind of wanted it to be meese though.
Yeah, however big you think a moose is, it's bigger.
It's
oh my god.
Freaking huge. Have you ever seen that video of like the moose just chilling, walking down the median of a highway? Like it's as big as a bus. It's so freaking huge.
What other animals do we see in tabletop that like you would say are way more dangerous than they get credit for?
I think that wolves get too much credit.
That's fair.
Okay.
And they're only really dangerous if they're in packs.
And I say that because like one alone is not going to do anything.
Yeah, they would not really like fight a person.
Well, they just wouldn't do it. Yeah, especially a person that's like armed, making a lot of noise. We're talking like adventurers, right? You know, like they're not exactly the subtlest of people.
Yeah.
I think it's Beauty and the Beast. It's Beauty and the Beast propaganda that taught us that like a wolf is bigger than a princess and will jack you up.
Yeah.
Wolves are really big though.
They're big. They're definitely
I'm
big.
6'1". They're not bigger than me. I finally saw one and I was like, this is a dog-sized dog. I want one.
So I would say wolves get slightly too much credit. Not like a lot much, but slightly too much.
I'd like rhinos to be more deadly in games.
Just give me hippopotamus encounter.
Yeah. Hippos are the deadliest creature on the planet.
Yeah. And they have tough skin.
Yeah.
There are more people that die accidentally getting bit in half by a hippo.
What about like crocodiles?
I'd crocodiles
from both sides
genuinely
like,
terrify me. And
crocodiles
like they're so
awesome.
Sneaky.
They're awesome. They're one of my favorite animals.
Put a rubber band around their mouth. They can't open it.
There you go. You give them marshmallows and then you get out of the way.
Honestly, with like the force of their tail, though, I think they could like break
one of your legs.
Ass. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that one video of that gator they were trying to get a gator out of a house or something like that, and this guy got knocked out, whipped in the face with the gator's tail, and like it was one hit, and he
just down.
Oh no!
It's amazing.
One of the things I say when I say crocodiles and my favorite animals is that I'm not talking about Floridian, gators or whatever. I mean like the big boy Australian crocodiles.
Oh, everything in Australia.
Those fellas are wonderful. I love them.
Yeah.
Just lurking. Just waiting.
Okay. So, my friends, I feel like we should probably wrap things up because
probably right.
That's fine.
We'll just hang out.
I think everybody else in chat was enjoying just chatting. We didn't get it at the beginning of the show, so we got some done at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were asked that we leave a little bit of time in between, so people can prepare for the next stream.
Well, we can leave a bit of time then.
Yeah, this stream is just don't go outside because animals are scary. Please stay inside and roll dice with your friends.
Or do because animals are cool.
I'll do it for you. I'll take pictures.
Yep. Let Gabe risk his own. No, actually, I don't.
Now I'm fast. Don't worry. I run fast as hell. I've outrun a lot of animals, but that's another stream.
So you can find me at twitch.tv/distractedelf or on Twitter at distractedelf, where I do various things, and also on Monday on twitch.tv/DND, where we, as a cast collectively, do the whole Realm of the Frostmaiden thing. So you should check that out. Next.
I'm Aabria Iyengar. You can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddie. I stream all over the place. In addition to our Monday slot, on Sundays you can catch me playing Creature Collector. On Tuesdays, Pirates of Salt Bay is spinning back up with a bunch of little Salt Licks, tiny games before I jump back into the DM saddle. Operation Emberfall over on Q Times. On Wednesdays, you can now catch me running The Unleashed over on Strawberry 17's channel. On Thursdays, it's Department of Mysteries. Every other Friday is a brand new episode of 12-Sided Stories. And every Monday, you can catch a new episode of Storybenders, where we're going through Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aki. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at MixGenie in a Bottle. That's MXGINIINABOTTLE. And my entire Twitch streaming schedule is on my personal Twitch, which is twitch.tv/ShidareAki. That's SHIDAREAKI. I can fingerspell, I promise. I'm just not warmed up today.
I can't. Dave.
Also, I feel the need to tease that we might have a surprise for you next Monday. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah, we might, yeah.
The thing we were talking about earlier, Elf.
2, actually. 1 confirmed, 1 unconfirmed.
What? Now I'm lost. All right, you go next, Dave.
No, I was just saying, we've got character art to show next time. And the other thing was we're thinking about it still thing.
Got it. Okay.
Please go ahead, Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe. You can find me at Gabe James Games on Twitch or pretty much anywhere else. You can find me with the rest of this crew on Monday. You can find me on this channel, Roll20 Play app. On Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific time on tabletop. Gosh, I should have picked something that wasn't a tongue twister. Genuinely just talking with all of you about being a DM, streaming, and doing any other sort of development. Basically trying to get people to be more comfortable telling stories and doing more as much as they can. And then, yeah, Dave.
God, sorry. I was just reading things in chat. Hello. I'm Dave, the human. Dave _ human, in fact, on Twitter. This isn't the thing I do every week. No, the Monday thing was the thing that I do every week that everybody said already. That's pretty much it.
Well, you were making stuff, weren't you?
I am, but that's kind of secret.
Ooh.
It's not done yet.
I'm excited.
I keep trying. God, I got like 25 hours into Pathfinder 2 Summoner, and then they were just like, Secrets of Magic. And I was like, well, I'll just throw that all in the bin.
Or
So I've tried something else.
Or you keep your idea because then people might use variations that they like of yours.
They already had all my ideas.
Dave, honestly, Dave, without going into details, I feel like that's part of how I got into the show anyways. If you have an idea, still just make it. Just make it still.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
I'm doing the thing. I'm very excited.
Okay, Dave's working on something.
Yeah, working on something. So let's round out. Congratulations to Azaran for winning this round's bundle. Yeah, you're watching the broadcasting from Roll20Con. There's still going to be another 3 days because it's not really that far into the day for everybody who isn't me. Of streams and games and stuff, all in support of Code 2040, who are a fantastic charity organization, and Roll20 is matching donations to it. So this is the time. Make sure you get your donations in and help diversify the tech spaces. All right, I think that's everything. So enjoy the next stream, and we'll see you on Monday. Okay, bye for now.
So, there are some of you still here, and the rest of the crew is running out to take care of things, but it looks like you might get some company with Gabe for a little bit more of a half hour. I want to sit and talk with you, but let me get my camera back up. This is your waiting music. This is your Roll20 checkpoint. That's what I want this to be. But as we're sitting here, how have you been? Have you been checking in and playing games? Is there any game that you've seen that you've been really excited to play? What is going on for you right now? Tell me about your con experience. You can tell I'm so good at production things. I actually like doing production stuff. I just have to actively do it. Boom. There it is. Hello. Yes, hi. This is your Roll20 checkpoint. Okay. So Michael Lanting DMing a game tomorrow and you use Roll20. What game are you DMing? Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's fun getting to see all this stuff. Today it's honestly been fun. I loved getting to learn how the dynamic lighting actually worked, because from a completely objective standpoint, I didn't really know how any of it worked before the stream earlier today, and I'll have a clip for that stuff up later that you can check out, but I genuinely had no idea how it worked. So for me to be able to sit down and see how it works and play around with it and learn how it worked in like an hour, I feel like is a good sign of actual functionality. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Hunter's Entertainment. I am playing in a Hunter's Entertainment game tomorrow that is Outbreak. I think it's called Outbreak Undead. I'm not positive. My green screen is making me look strange, but I accept that. I'm going to edit that a little bit. Why am I so glowy? I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm gonna fix this. Don't look at me. Don't perceive me. I do not exist. I am simply a figment of your imagination. I'm not real. You may think I am, but it is not true. But yeah, so I learned about dynamic lighting literally today, and it's one of the things where it was being improved over time, and seeing how it actually improved over time, it made me want to run games again. I like running games, but there's a lot of stuff that genuinely I just don't know what the heck I'm doing. So then I get nervous and don't like actually mess around with it. And then I'm like doubting if I can actually do something because I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. But it was easy enough to actually figure out that I felt comfortable like, hey, maybe I can actually do some of that dynamic lighting stuff. And then we set it up for that dungeon crawl that you all just saw. Now I need to literally sit down and figure out what other tools I have. All right, this is better. Hello, hi, yes, I am Gabe. It doesn't say Gabe down there yet, but it will in literally 2 seconds. Boom, there, yes, hi, hello, I am Gabe. But yeah, I'm one of the streamers who sits on the Roll20 channel. I do the Tabletop Table Talk, which if you haven't seen it, I do it on Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I have done, I think we finished episode 6. The last time we streamed, not counting today, was with GoJG. Jess, if you don't know who they are a member of the community who plays a lot of Roll20 games. Oftentimes they're playing GM-less games, which I literally understood why people enjoy them, but I didn't know to the exact extent of how useful they could be. It literally was a great tool for me to help tell narrative stories and like collaborative storytelling, which is something that I'm personally a big fan of. What else? There's a bunch of stuff going on. Actually, okay, so you know what? Here's what I am going to do. I'm going to open up the Roll20 stuff, and I'm going to look through some of the stuff that is happening now. And I'm opening my window because it's warm. But let's look at some of the events. Let's look at the schedule on Roll20Con.net. So right after this, we have, what time is it? Pacific time, it is 2. No. 3, almost, yeah. My time is not on. What time is it Pacific time right now? My brain is lost. 2:53, thank you. Hi, good to see you, Punkle. Go JG. So, she literally sat with me and we were talking about GM-less games, and the game that we actually played was For the Queen, which you can get on the Roll20 marketplace, I think, for like only like $7. I know it's not expensive. All things considered. Yep, it is $7. So yeah, For the Queen was, I've never played it before, but I sat and played it with Jess on the Roll20 site. And it was a lot of fun. It was literally just sitting there, and then we decided the visual description of our queen. And then after deciding the visual description of our queen, we literally just played. Like, we literally just were telling the story. We were being asked question prompts, answering them. And I loved it. And it made me realize that, like, so many... Oh, go to sleep, phone. It literally helped me tell a story that I felt like I could literally just start using GM-less games for games that I am running. Like, if I was trying to build a kingdom, if I was trying to figure out who the queen was, then I could literally use this game to bring it into this next story that I was going to tell. Yeah, and I'd literally never played the For the Queen game, and it actually led to me, like, playing it on Roll20 actually led me to buying a physical copy. It's amazing how, like, fast it inspired that. I'm kind of blown away. Ugh. I love this stuff. So yeah, what are you... Some of you are being involved in, like, Roll20Con stuff. If so, what are you playing? What are you playing? When are you playing it? Is there anything coming up that you're excited to see? Tell me about things. I want to hear your excitement. Let me share in your excitement with you. Excuse me while I'm trying to frame something properly. Put my little links at the bottom. Kid Cthulhu. What is that? I love the Burn Bright system so much. I love the Burn Bright system. I love the way the Burn Bright literally has all of the players act first, and then after the players act is when the enemies go. I like that because I like the strategy that it brings up together. I like how it actually gives a sense of player agency of deciding what they want to do, and then they can change what they want to do if someone else succeeded. I love it. I love that so much. Kid Cthulhu. I've never heard of Kid Cthulhu. James, I like James and Trosco is Call of Cthulhu, but you're an 80s kid. Oh, hell yeah. James has been a fantastic storyteller to work with. I've gotten to work with James on a couple of projects, and he's been someone that was nice to... It was nice to talk to him because he genuinely wants to see, like, you succeed. And it was reinforcing ideas rather than trying to shut other ones down. Harlem Unbound. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for Harlem Unbound. I know it's going to be an amazing game. I am only so prepared. And I've never actually seen a live play of Harlem Unbound before. I've never seen one, so it's going to be my first time. Is there any game... Oh, the Altered Carbon. So I actually got to play... I got to play in the Altered Carbon system. And I played in a campaign for the Altered Carbon system that Aki had, the one of the players that I was just with, had actually written part of the campaign for. And I am playing... With the group that I'm playing with tomorrow... I'm playing in a... What was that? the group I'm playing with tomorrow for the Outbreak Undead game is actually some of the same group that I played the Altered Carbon system for the first time with. And I loved getting to have Xander as a DM. We ended up being like kaiju. It's one of the reasons that I love seeing new people be storytellers. I love seeing new people be storytellers because we're all able to tell these stories. So Altered Carbon, I don't remember the die specifically. It's a system that's based on like successes and failures. So like instead of like rolling like a d20 and then like you have to get above a number for a success, it's like certain numbers declare successes. So say like you rolled 4 successes or 2 successes or 8 successes. So it's like gauging on levels of success, and that might be the threshold you have to make. To do this thing, you may have to have 6 successes. Yeah, they have a couple demos up for Altered Carbon. So if you get a chance and you would like to play, I definitely recommend checking them out. And they've got incredibly creative people working with them. Also, I would genuinely hope that if any of you see stuff happening or like you are inspired by any of like these people playing games, I really hope that it inspires you to create things and tell stories and design, because you should. This is like the time to create. This is the time to literally be adding more and more. This is the time to be putting your content and your ideas out on the internet. We have Roll20 where you can play these things. You can stream these things. I'm not usually a production person, but I've been learning how to do this stuff. And it's work. It is. But it pays off. It absolutely pays off. Absolutely. So if you get the time, you get the chance, please start creating. Do any bit of creation that you can to add the stories that you have to this world, because the stories that you have are valuable. The stories that you have can make a difference. The stories that you have might be stories that are told differently than anyone else would tell them. That's kind of the fun and the beauty of this. Like, I didn't expect to be doing any of this stuff, and then I'm streaming on the Roll20 channel on the front page. And I love it. And it's amazing. Create things. Also, as well as we keep saying, we've raised over $10,000 for Code 2040. And that is $10,000 that Roll20 is going to match. The fact that they are matching up to $50,000 is fantastic. That is $50,000 to help people in the tech and media field. That is $50,000 that will go towards helping like Black, Latinx, people of color to have these opportunities. And that is $50,000 that Roll20 will match if we can reach that goal. So I hope that we can get to that point, because it makes a difference. And it makes a difference even though we don't always see it in the same way. I love sitting and telling stories and creating. I just made a $50 donation, and I'm fortunate enough, like, doing this creating stuff that I could comfortably do that. I can do it. So tomorrow, Slapey? Tomorrow I'm going to be running a game using a setting that I created with my oldest son that I love so much. I love hearing people talk about their homebrew settings. So that's something else that I would love. Maybe I'll look into a table talk day, because I've been talking about, like, I talk about GMing and telling stories and creating. So if I can, I might try to make a post on Twitter or social media somewhere saying that I want people to tell me about their homebrew settings. I want people to tell me about the worlds that they've made, and then we can talk about them and share them. Literally, in not this past episode, as with Jess, but the episode before that for Tabletop, literally we sat there and we made a world. We made NPCs, we made locations, we made different weather effects, we made different biomes for where the areas are. One of the weather effects was lightning that struck, and when it struck, it was a magical darkness that engulfed the area. There was another one that was crystallizing rain, so if you were hit by it, your body started to freeze. There was another that was literally just crystals falling from the sky. There was a whale that created a sense of bliss fog, as well as a bliss fog that was made by like migrating fairies of almost the same effect. And it was literally from sitting down for a couple hours and just asking for ideas and then creating this pool of a world and stories. And by myself, I never would have been able to come up with that. Well, even Andy Game, if you miss out, that's like the videos are up on YouTube. We have Twitch VODs. Like, if you ever get a chance, there are definitely videos to watch, so that you don't have to feel like you're missing out on something, even if it's being done live. It's like making it more available, if that makes sense. Because there are plenty of times when I don't get to watch things live and it's frustrating, and believe me, I get it. Like there is like the Burn Bright campaigns on Salty Ginger Games channel, or on this channel. There are like Critical Role. There is the Hunters Entertainment Friday like weekly stream. There is so much stuff that I just don't get to watch live because I either don't have the energy to do it, I don't have the mental energy to just sit and watch. But I will go back and I'll turn them on and I'll listen to the stuff while I'm like playing games or writing or anything, and it's I love it. It's, if you can't watch something live, it's still okay. You can still enjoy things. And there's going to be a bunch of stuff that people can't enjoy of Roll20Con live, but they're going to be able to enjoy it later on. My homebrew is very complex, probably too complex. And you know what? Honestly, that's okay. If you have fun, if the people that you play with have fun, it can be as complex as all of you want, because it's your world. It's your stories to tell. You're having fun. That's what matters. It doesn't have to be this world where everything is open-ended. It doesn't have to be essentially a sandbox. It can be, there are minute details to the lineage of this family, to this person's name is Steve, and that's all that you know about Steve. That's literally it. That's all anyone knows. Complexity is up to your preference. It's for you to have fun and choose how complex you want something to be. So if it's super complex and all of you love it, that's fantastic. Rock on and own it. The basis of my homebrew is a magical academy in a pocket dimension ran by an elder god dragon that trains heroes. I'm sold. I'm in. Tell me about this elder god. How old are they? How long have they been training heroes? How many heroes have become villains? How many heroes stayed heroes? How many heroes passed away? How many heroes retired? I like homebrews. I like homebrew worlds. I got there. I got distracted because I got excited about homebrew stuff. Let's see. So. So there was a thirsty. So far what we have had. We have had the dynamic lighting showcase with the dungeon build. There is the Spotlight of Star Trek. There was the Thirsty Sword Lesbians demo. And then we had the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Dungeon Crawl. So, one of the next things we have is the Thirsty Sword Lesbians live Q&A on Roll20. So follow up stream with a live Q&A on Roll20. Learn how to firsthand use the character sheet features and play in an open sandbox with the art assets. I don't know anything about like the Thirsty Sword Lesbians game other than the name is amazing and it sounds fantastic. And I need it. So there's that. And then actually it looks like next after that, we have a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Band of Bravos. Then there is a Band of Blades Roll20 demo. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's literally stuff going on the whole time. There's so many things. That's neat. So I learned, and I did not know this previously, but I am learning because that's the way the technology is. If you click that link and you go to the page and you click the words underneath, it actually will take you to the channel that is doing it. Or it'll take you to the information about it. I'm kind of astounded. That's rad as hell. Wow. Oh my gosh. And it looks like everything is actually like set up so that it is in your time zone as well. Perfect. Flip it around. Home for retired heroes, aging, their best days behind them, but all the current heroes have died, and now they have come out of retirement to save the world. Oh, hell yes. New DM here. I've been doing it for about 3 months on Roll20 since someone scribbled a duck on my map I used to introduce them to combat. The party is now called the Fellowship of the Quack and will soon be traveling to another plane to deal with the ongoing repercussions of a bracelet I created for them. Okay, please tell me about this bracelet. Does it have to do with the Fellowship of the Quack? Is there a quackin'? Is there a quackin'? I want there to be. I hope there's a quacking. Please. Please, please, please. It is all yours if you want it. My homebrew has a precursor race that is extremely alien. So what do you mean by extremely alien? Do you mean that like they do look kind of like the E.T. kind of visual? Are they like the Greys, that kind of thing? What makes them alien? The quackening. Gosh, so the more I think about this, the more sold I am on the idea. 3 arms, 3 legs, no torso or head, sensory organs to move any part of the body. That's interesting. So something that I said on my on the tabletop show is that you all are chaotically creative. And I feel like that's even more true here. What are some of the most interesting things that you've created? And when I say interesting, it doesn't have to be interesting to anybody else but you. It can literally just be exciting to you, and that's enough. What are some of the most interesting things that you have created? It could be a character, it could be a weapon, it could be an idea, it could literally just be a small aspect of your backstory. What are some of the most interesting things you have created? Tell me. And it doesn't even have to be something that's super surprising or out there. Interesting is relative. I created it as a way to revive them in case they died, but they've done very well so far, which I made a distribute from them. In my homebrew, I named every town on the map after a real Canadian towns, and no one has noticed to this day. Oh my God. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that so much. That's amazing. I built future-style D&D weapons, side blades, that use intelligence or charisma instead of strength or dex. I do love giving that opportunity for people to like switch around the way stats work. I genuinely feel like min-maxing is a thing that it pops up a lot. Ooh, I'm going to read that. Min-maxing is a thing that definitely pops up a lot. But I feel like as the GM, you can scale difficulty in pretty much any way. So if it needs to be more challenging to provide that challenge because of it, that's fine. But also, it's if you give them the opportunity to be overwhelmingly strong, to be overwhelmingly powerful, then it can kind of get interesting. And then it can get a little strange. Then it can be curious. And that's what makes it fun. So setting pitch. You're part of a secret organization that's found its home here in Tome. The organization is led by a woman that's both founder and namesake, Pandora. Pandora's members are a collection of infamous and misunderstood folk creatures. As members, you're expected to have learned the moral of your stories and joined to make Tome a better place. Your mission is to protect Tome from creatures who want to end the telling of stories and unmake Happily Eve. I think that you've just come up with a great idea. I really hope that we get to see you do something with that. Please, 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 please tell this story. Honestly, I like Happily Eve. I feel like it, as weird as that is, I feel like that even like just it goes in with the theme. I came up with an NPC on the spot named Rose, and they keep seeing her around London with different jobs. I've decided to actually use one of the baddies using their disguise spell to look like one of their workers and spy on the PCs. Sometimes it's actually the worker and sometimes it's the baddie. That's very cool. And they would never guess. They would never have an idea. So another one, character-wise. I've created a fighter that can throw great swords. Chucky Norrison. An invisible character that later became a villain that could only die by throwing his sword in the river Styx and so on. Wow. I started my players. We are all new to D&D at level 0 without a class and made some sort of tutorial. They choose their class by their actions in their game. They start as friends and commoners in the team. I've loved that concept. I've had a thought about like how I would love to see that happen, and I haven't actually seen it enacted. So I love the fact that you actually went ahead and did it, and it sounds like it worked really well for you. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. I'm doing my first mask campaign. Awesome, Nightshade. I played Masks a couple months ago with Lily Sparks. It's a really fun system, and it's entirely narrative, and I had no idea. I'm doing my first mask campaign. One of the NPCs amps the sound vibrations when he hits people, so his physical strength doesn't impact how severe the damage is. Sonic Muay Thai Fighter. Oh, that's metal. Oh, that is metal. That's wicked. I built a tribal submarine kobold group that was built more as a queen drone culture than more traditional humanoids. That's interesting. I do like when people add in like the drone aspects to their games or stories, because then you get to see like the different ways that people blend it in, how does the drone affect the rest of the group? How does the drone really bring everything together? Is one drone linked to all the other drones, or are they only linked back to the queen? Oh, that's interesting. I played in 2 mass campaigns. Sadly, both imploded as players left. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope that you can get it turned around sooner than later. There might even be mask demos going up. Yeah, there might even be some demos going up during Roll20 Con. So hopefully, if you can, I hope that you can find another game and you can have more fun with people. You can tell more stories that you should be able to enjoy telling. I once let the players find an ornate dagger that was actually a Rakshasa familiar of the BBG of Act 1. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's amazing. I don't see Rakshasa very much anymore in tabletop stuff, I feel like. To no fault of theirs, really. So yeah. But yeah, that homebrew I mentioned, the players all have boons of Pharasma, God of Fate, and hence can't die until they've completed their mission. I like the idea of when characters cannot die and are not so like restricted by death, as ridiculous as that might sound. I love those concepts personally. I think my connection might be bugging out a little bit. Yeah. All right, I'm going to start closing all this extra nonsense that I have open. And see. Honestly, you know what? Those bears probably heard me talking smack, so they decided they were going to get back at me. I accept it. I know what my fate is. I deserve this. Oh, but as soon as I started talking, as soon as I talk about it, then it seems like things are not really have as many issues as before. This is why you can never, if you find out the gremlins are causing issues, then the issues stop. Those bear hackers are the worst. Oh my gosh. So let's see. What else is something? Playing a character in Mutants and Masterminds, there's a monument for an ancient Assyrian. Evil wizards were trying to perform a ritual in modern day. It was interrupted by heroes that caused the spell to be botched and awoke the monument. Fighting a monument sounds like a horrible time. Very interesting indeed. Oh, I'm so proud of you. The bears are probably the ones that made your green screen also eat you slightly. I think you've got a point. Well, okay, so here's a personal request that I would like you all to make. If you are playing a game at any point this weekend for Roll20Con, especially if you're playing a game for Roll20Con, I want you to make a post anywhere. It can be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, if you really want to. Hell, even TikTok. Make a post, but about a part of the game that you enjoyed. If you do it on Twitter, feel free to tag me. I love reading that stuff. If you don't in Instagram, I also use Instagram. I don't look at it as much, because I basically just post pictures of my dog and then disappear. But I want to hear about your fun gaming experiences this weekend. I want to see you excited about something you got to enjoy. If there was a moment that was a highlight, talk about it, share with it. We like sharing stories about exciting moments. I loved getting to play Pathfinder today with Dave, with Aabria. Yeah, I mean, tag Roll20 too. Tag Roll20 app as well, so they can see the excitement that you had playing games this weekend. That's what this weekend is for. This weekend is to play games, have fun, and raise money for charity. If we can do all three of those things, we can literally do something good while enjoying ourselves. There's so much good we can do just from having fun. Yeah. And if you want to create things, if you want to be like someone who makes content for D&D stuff, for Pathfinder stuff, for just tabletop games, if you want to make tokens, if you want to make maps and you've been doing stuff, look into the marketplace. You can sell the content stuff that you have created on the marketplace, and then other people might get to play and enjoy it. Other people might get to use the tokens you've made on the maps. Other people might get to use maps you've made. I was able to get my class modifier module up there, and then people could use that for creating their own stories in D&D and help to build characters. Like, it's huge. It makes a huge difference. If you get the chance, look into just putting your stuff onto the marketplace. Look into sharing the creative ideas that you have. Collaboration is one of the best things. I mean, you never know. You could make charts. You could make, there are things that are chart-wise, like content on the marketplace. You can make charts. There are dozens of ways you can do it, and it's just when you get, even if you just, there's a marketplace panel on Sunday. Let me see when that is, because I may or may not need to go to that myself so I can learn more of what the hell I'm doing. It is, I'm sure somebody in chat told me, but I'm dedicated to this. I can do it. I believe myself. Okay. Sunday. 1 p.m. Pacific time. Hell yeah. Okay. But yeah, so for those of you who have been sticking around, in a little over a half hour, there will be a live Q&A panel of the Band of Blades group right on this channel. So it's going to be a stream with a live Q&A in Roll20. Going to learn firsthand how to use all the character sheet features and play in an open sandbox with the campaign module, which that'll be fun. I'll probably be in chat for that. And if you don't know, Band of Blades is another product from the Evil Hat production group, the same group that was involved in, oh my gosh, For the Queen. So Band of Blades, do you have what it takes to outwit, outrun, and outlast the endless hordes of the undead? Or will your Band of Blades break beneath the Cinder King's iron fist? Play to find out in Band of Blades, a standalone, forged in the dark RPG of dark military fantasy. Band of Blade contains all the rules, and it talks about the game structure. There's different specialist playbooks. There's different types of humans. It sounds more and more interesting the more that I read about it, actually. I need this. Oh, half hour is the session 0 of Bakli Bayan. Bakli Bayan? Is my time wrong? What am I looking at? Oh, I'm on. Don't trust me. My time is very wrong. Where is that? Don't trust me unless it's about creating stories, and even then, don't trust me. unless I'm helping you create a story. I don't know anything about that game, though. Well, now I have to look it up. Oh, this looks wicked. Balik Bayan. Am I saying it correctly? Great for veterans. So it's the bring your dystopic post-cyberpunk fantasies to life. Revel in supernatural Filipino folklore and dance along the threads between magic and technology. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Stir Friday night. All right. Well then, yes, stick around for the playthrough of that, the session 0, which should be exciting. I actually don't know anything about it. I mean, Michael, I don't mean this as an enabler, but I want to cackle really badly. I can't, though. I don't have the button anymore. Oh, and they just have an itch page. That's awesome. That's true. If you watch it in bed, you can be comfortable, because that's the beautiful thing about Twitch. You can literally like watch the stream from your own bed. What is better than that? Oh, wait. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Honestly, I'm going to be watching in bed literally as soon as I get off this stream. See, you'll enable. That's as long as someone else did it. All right. Yep. Balik Bayan returning home with Stir Friday Night watches America's oldest all-Asian theater and comedy troupe explore the TTRPG Balik Bayan. Come with us as we explore the cyberpunk world inspired by Filipino mysticism and folklore. That's exciting. $10,000. $11,412 raised for charity. That's huge. And at the milestone of $12,000, there's an extra special giveaway. Most memorable moment in any RPG I've played. So Squared Roots, there is one tabletop game that I talk about all the time. And it's, oh my gosh. Okay, it's like, yes, it was with you. I played Tales from the Loop, and I'd never played Tales from the Loop before. And I'm like a broken record with this, because one of the things that I learned in the game was one of the you play as kids, and I learned that kids could not die in that game. And I played in a like short campaign with the Salty Ginger and a few others, and like we played months and months ago, and I still think about it to this day. And like I got so like happy emotional that I actively like may or may not have cried about it later, but that's besides the point. We had a moment inside of the game where like we weren't even teenagers, and there was this person that literally was attacking the group, and when you have a specific item linked to you, and the item is indestructible, and the thing that I had was a drawing notebook, and Gabe is not an artist, but I was actually drawing pictures inside of it, and it turned out that the person who was like trying to hunt down an alien we were protecting essentially fired their gun, and because my iconic item was my notebook, it was able to stop a bullet. And it like just embedded itself in it, and like it's not necessarily realistic, but we're playing a game, so it's fun. So my drawing notebook intercepted a bullet, and then someone that was with us tackled the person after my notebook intercepted the bullet. And like it was an amazing moment that was very emotional because everything was happening at once. Think like if Dennis the Menace had like four other identical copies and they're all doing something in the same room together. And I'll have to find the clip, but it was so memorable to me because I wanted to play a character that was like a little weird, a little strange, a little bit of an outcast, because we like oftentimes when we're people who play games and create stuff like that's a feeling that pops up a little bit. And I was, to no surprise, a super weird kid. So I was like, okay, what if I have the knowledge that I have now and the comfort that I have now, but like I'm role playing a character that's like the younger Gabe. And I got to play that character, and he was awkward and weird and friendly, and it's like probably so much deeper than most people would expect, but it stuck with me. Like it has stuck with me for months and months. And oh my gosh, it makes me just happy. Like you can probably hear it in my voice how exciting and much that meant for me. And it was just from like a random stream show with a bunch of people. Oh my gosh. It was so much fun. And I got to play with, I think 3 people that I'd never played with before. And I would play with any of them in a heartbeat again. Like I made friendships from a random circumstance. Yeah. Yeah. It opens up the world. I definitely brought some of myself from like my childhood, and like it wasn't even like having a bad childhood, but it was like I was like, okay, the kid that's the outcast and he's weird, but he's okay with it. Like that was the difference. Being weird is something that like now that I'm older and I do more of it, I like being weird. I like doing whatever the hell I want. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. Weird is fun. So if I had that mindset like as my character who was younger, it was so much fun. And that kids can't die. So I could be silly, I could be ridiculous, I could do whatever, and as long as like maybe we'd get in trouble or hurt or like worn out, but we couldn't die. Like that extra level of safety, the extra level of comfort, I loved that. And I've actually been taking that into more games that I play and that I run. Whether it's like Powered by the Apocalypse, whether it's Werewolf, whether it's D&D. Like for the first few games or the first few sessions, I'm like telling them, this is the learning experience. This is the learning curve. In this circumstance, in this moment, in these sessions, do not worry about dying. You can be foolish, you can be clever, you can be unique, but do not have to worry about going out, getting criticaled, and dying. That will not happen. And when you see like the comfort and calmness and happiness in their face, like, oh, like it's huge, because then people get the experience to just explore and have fun and be free. They're not terrified of doing something wrong every time. It makes a big difference. Also, the janitor is more scary than a D&D monster. 100% agree. So, we just finished our... Oh, that was a moth. I didn't like that. We did our stream earlier of the dynamic lighting. If you get a chance, I definitely recommend go watch that. Literally, if you have the subscription, you will learn how to use dynamic lighting in just an hour. And I can vouch for that because I had no idea how to use dynamic lighting until that hour. After that, you can also catch the video on here of our Pathfinder Function. What did we call it? It definitely wasn't a Frost Maiden reference in any way. Definitely stick around, but if you need to get up, walk around, drink some water, hydrate. There's now 2 moths. I am suffering. Yeah, get some water, hydrate, get a snack if you need it. Make sure you are back here in 20 minutes at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. We will be doing the Session 0 into Balik Bayan. I'm not positive. I'm excited to have someone who probably will pronounce it better than I can actually give a proper name for it. And that is being played Returning Home with Stir Friday Night. And again, watch America's oldest all-Asian theater and comedy troupe explore the TTRPG Balik Bayan. Come with us as we explore the cyberpunk world inspired by Filipino mysticism and folklore. And genuinely, if we can get Filipino mysticism, we can get folklore, and a cyberpunk world, I feel like those are three influences that don't get together well enough. And this is a stream, so you can watch it from the comfort of your bed. Please, please, please donate to Code 2040. It is a fantastic cause that helps genuinely people of color, helps Black and Latinx creators in the science and design fields. It is a huge boon, and it gives more opportunities that makes a world of a difference. Roll20 is matching up to $50,000 in donations. I'm so glad you've all joined us for Roll20Con. We have so much more gaming for you. I will see you tomorrow. I'm playing in an Outbreak Undead game. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Keep playing. Keep creating. And I will see you back here in 20 minutes. Take care. Didn't mean to hit that button, so I'm just filling in the empty space with me talking and singing. I don't know what else I'm doing, but I'm wasting time. Okay, bye.